Hello everyone! Today we're back with more Fate Stay Night Remastered. I was actually gonna do this yesterday, but then I got a tummy ache, took some painkillers, and kind of just like knocked out. So, I didn't stream yesterday, but I'm feeling better today, so I'm gonna continue and see what in the world is going on. We went with Destroy the Seal last time, and it didn't turn out very well for us, so we're gonna fight this time. Back in church. Yes, we're back in church with Kotomine. we are going to fight this time. Oh, here comes the music. I'm not going to run away. To be honest, all this Holy Grail war and master stuff doesn't feel real to me. Yes, destroy the seal. Thank you for the redeem. おかえりなさいませ。ゼロ様。How are you? To be honest, all this Holy Grail war and master stuff doesn't feel real to me. But if my only choices are to run, or to fight or run, I'll never run away. Even the priest told me that I should be prepared if I'm a mage. That's why I need to decide. Shiro Emiya is a mage, even if not a full-fledged one. I've always admired Kiritsu Emiya, and I decided to follow in his footsteps to become a champion of justice. So I need to...
Master として戦う。
I will fight as a master. Yes, I'm waiting for the Halloween event too. I'm tired of these recollection of that. Especially since I can't clear the higher level difficulty ones. I got the tickets though. I will fight as a master.
10年前の火事の原因が聖杯戦争だって言うんなら、俺はあんな出来事を二度も起こさせるわけにはいかない。
If you tell me that the cause of the fire 10 years ago was a Holy Grail war, then I can't let something like that happen again. Oh gosh, very tall. Very tall. Very tall. The priest gives me a satisfied smile as if he likes my answer. I take a deep breath. I'm done wavering. Amanda says he's going to fight. The only thing to do from now on is to move forward, head held high so I can live up to that.
それでは君をセーバーのマスターと認めよう。
Then I shall acknowledge you as Saber's
この
master.
瞬間に今回の聖杯戦争は受理された。
And as of this moment, the Holy Grail war has been accepted.
これよりマスターが残り一人になるまでこの町における魔術戦を許可する。各々が自身の誇りに従い存分に競い合え。
Hold on, I need to move this a little bit my way. Can't read it. From here on, until only one master remains, magecraft battles are permitted. Each participant shall put their full efforts into the competition, in accordance with their own principles. The priest's voice echoes heavily through the chapel. The declaration is utterly meaningless. Only Tosaka and I are here to hear it anyway. He just rang a metaphorical bell to kick things off as a formality, I guess. Got to girl from the... Oh, this wasn't bad. These rounds, I feel like these rounds are harder. Last round was easier. I actually had to use Command Seal for Olympus. And I didn't really need any for last, for Atlantis, the previous one. Yeah, I needed command seals for this time around, but I didn't need any last time.
決まりね。それじゃあ帰るけど、私も一つぐらい質問していい？キレ。
Then that's that. But before I go home, can I answer a question, Kire?
構わんよ。これが最後かもしれんのだ。大抵の疑問には答えよう。
I don't mind. This may be the final one, so shall try to answer as much as I can.
それじゃあ遠慮なく。キレ、あんた見届け役なんだから、他のマスターの情報ぐらいは知ってるんでしょ？こっちは教会のルールに従ってあげたんだから、それぐらい教えなさい。
Then no holds barred. Since you're the overseer, you probably have information on all the other masters. I'm following the association's rules, so you should be able to disclose that to me.
それは困ったな。 教えてやりたいのは山々だが、私も詳しくは知らんのだ。
Well, I'm not sure what to do. I really do want to tell you, but I actually do not know the details.
エミやシローも
That's
含め、
lies.
今
That is
回は正
lies
規の
right
魔術師
there.
が少ない。
I was only kidding. I'm very
私が知り得るマスターは2人だけだ。
That's a lot.
エミやシローを加えれば3人か。
You don't know only 2 masters. You're lying. What I do know is that there aren't many legitimate mages this time around, as in the case of Shiro Emiya. I only know 2 masters, or rather, with the inclusion of Shiro Emiya, I know 3. Self. Himself.
あ、そう。なら呼び出された順番ならわかるでしょ。
Is that so? But you at least know the order the servants were summoned
仮に
in.
も監視役なんだから。
You are the overseer.
1番手はバーサーか、2番手はキャスターだな。あとはそう大差はない。先日にアーチャー、そして数時間前にセイバーが呼び出された。
4. Well, the first was Berserker, the second was Caster. There was not a small difference after that. Archer was summoned a few days back, while Saber was summoned a few hours ago.
そう。それじゃあこれで。
I see. Then that means...
正式に聖杯戦争が開始されたということだ。
It means the Holy Grail War has officially started.
リン、聖杯戦争が終わるまでこの教会に足を運ぶことは許されない。許されるとしたらそれは
I don't have any NP5 5-star servants yet. I have like maybe like... Oh, not counting welfare. I think I have maybe like 4 NP5 4-star servants. But I have like no NP5 5 stars. Again, until the Holy Grail War concludes, you are not permitted to set foot in this church. The only time you will be allowed would be...
自分のサーバントを失って保
I
護
have
を
like,
願う場
I
合
have
の
like
み
maybe like
でしょ。
4 maxed
それ以外に
NP5
あんたを頼ったら減点ってことね。
Yeah, Summer Noble Berserker, right? The one that came out during the... Was it the race? The racing event? Yeah, I know Summer Noble's of course then. She has the Berserker shirt. If I lost my servant and asked for your sanctuary, right? Otherwise, we'll get penalized if we seek your help.
そうだ。おそらく君が勝者になるだろうが、減点がついては教会が黙っていない。連中はつまらない論議の末、君から聖杯を奪い取るだろう。私としては最悪の展開だ。
Correct. You're likely to win, but the church would not simply ignore any marks against you. They will not hesitate to take the Holy Grail from you for whatever asinine reason. That would be the worst possible outcome for me.
エセ神父、教会の人間が魔術協会の肩を持つのね。
You're such a freaking fraud of a priest. A man from the church siding with the Mages Association.
私は神に仕える身だ。教会に仕えているわけではない。
Spooks. I simply serve God. I do not serve the church.
よく言うわ。だからエセなのよ、あんたは。
Listen to you. This is why you're a fraud. Tosaka turns her back on the priest. Without saying goodbye, she makes her way toward the exit. That's true. Kure has very interesting facts. Without saying goodbye, she makes her way
お
toward
い
the exit.
そんなんでいいのか登坂。あいつお前の兄弟子なんだろ。なら
Hey, is that okay to do, Tosaka? Senior, shouldn't you... She have a little more to say than that? Oh, her hair!
いいわよ、
Oh,
そん
her
なの。
hair!
むしろ縁が切れてせいせいするぐらいだもの。
Her hair flip!
そんなことより、あなたも外に出なさい。もうこの教会に用はないから。
That's so cute the way they did that. It's fine. I'm actually relieved I can sever ties with him once and for all. We should get out of here too. We don't have any more business here. Tosaka cuts through the chapel without stopping and leaves the church. I sigh and follow Tosaka. But then... I sense something and turn around. Hi! I don't know when he caught up, but the priest is right behind me, looking down at me.
なんだよ。まだなんかあるっていうのか。
I feel like if I was playing this at night in a dark room, like Kirei would have jump scared me a few times already. What? You had something else to say to me? I'm talking big, but I take a step back. Stranger danger. This priest scares the heck out of me. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just rubs me the wrong way? Whatever it is, I can't make myself like him. Okay, at least he doesn't think Kirei's handsome like all the other
話がないなら
ladies.
帰るからな。
I'm going to go home if you got nothing. I head to the exit, trying to escape his stare. But at that moment...
喜べ少年。君の願いはようやく叶う。
Yorokobe Shonen! Rejoice, my boy. Your wish will finally come true. The priest speaks as if he's some kind of divine oracle. Those words, aren't they a reflection of my true feelings? Shiro Emiya's true intentions that I wasn't even aware of? He said the line, yes, he said the
い
line.
きなり。
What are you saying?
分かっていたはずだ。明確な悪がいなければ君の望みは叶わない。たとえそれが君にとって容認し得ぬものであろうと、正義の味方には倒すべき悪が必要だ。
You're one of them. You're one of the villains. I'm sure you know already. Without an evil to fight, your wish will never be granted. Even if you don't want to admit it, a hero of justice requires a villain to defeat. Everything around me seems to go dark. The priest says, Shiro Emiya's greatest wish and his ugliest wish are two sides of the same coin. That's right, my wish is to protect something. Means I'm also wishing for someone. My wish to protect something means that I'm also wishing for something to protect you from.
お前。
Why, you... But I would never wish for something like that. I don't even remember desiring that. A wish so unstable just means that what I'm aspiring to do is contradictory. Yet the priest brings it up, as if to say, you think I have an enemy now.
何？取り繕うことはない。君の葛藤は人間としてとても正しい。
You needn't sugarcoat it. Conflict is only natural for a human being. Yep, more fate today. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna move chat. I can't see. There we go. Hello, Reaper. Can we get out of here? I don't want Kiri staring at me. I try to shake off the priest's words and head
さ
outside.
らばだ、エミヤシロ。
Farewell, Shiro
最
Emiya.
後の忠告になるが、帰り道には気をつけたまえ。
The hero needs a villain to vanquish their foe. Yep, it's like how they say light and dark are like two sides of the same coin. There's no like darkness without light. This will be my final warning. Be careful on your way.
これより君の世界は一変する。
The world as you know it is about to
君
change.
は殺し、殺される側の人間になった。その身はすでにマスターなのだからな。
You will kill or be killed, for you are a master. As soon as I leave, the weight on my shoulders seemed to lift. We don't have Kotomini staring at us. She was finally away from him. It might be because I'm away from that priest, but it also might be because I see Tosaka, 'conspicuous' 'conspicuous' in her uniform, and the blonde girl in a raincoat. 'Conspicuous' 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 ' The slightly mismatched sight of these two standing together relieves whatever pressure I felt. And we don't have Saber trying to kill us this time around. Yay! Saber is still silent. She looks at me and seems to want to know what I decided.
行きましょう。町に戻るまでは一緒でしょ、私たち。
Let's go. We're going the same direction until we reach town. Osaka starts walking, pace brisk. Saber and I follow suit, and the three of us leave the church ground. Wait, do they need to kill each other? Why not just end the servant's life? It's much easier to kill a master than kill a servant, which is why Kiri was saying most of the time it's easier just to kill the other master. We walk down the hill. We hadn't talked much on the way here, but there's even less conversation on the way back. Even someone as dull as me knows why. After our visit to the church, I accepted my position as a master. That must be why Tosaka's keeping her distance. Yeah, there was a whole thing about what was it? Kira was like, "Do you think you can beat Saber?" And she was like, "No." Then what makes you think that you can beat a servant? Kira had a long dialogue about why masters normally try to kill other instead of the servants. I get it, but I don't like the idea of seeing Tosaka in that light.
お前のサーバント大丈夫なのか?
Tosaka, how's your servant?
え？あ、うん。あーちゃんなら無事よ。まあ、セイバーにやられたダメージは簡単に消えそうにないから、しばらく実体化はさせられないだろうけど。
Oh, if you're wondering, Archer's fine. The injury he sustained from Saber won't be easy to heal, so he won't materialize for a while though.
じゃあそばにはいないのか?
Does that mean he isn't by your side?
ええ、私の家でかくまってる状態。今他のサーバントに襲われたら不利だから、傷が治るまでは有利な場所で敵に備えさせてるの。
Nope, he's cooped up in my house. He'd be at a disadvantage if he was ambushed by other servants, so I'm having him prepare to fight, or recuperating somewhere safe. I see. Unlike my house, I'm sure Tosaka's house is well fortified against enemies. A mage's home is like a fortress. There's not much a chance of defeating them there, which means enemies tend to try not to attack them from home. At home. The bounded field around our house just notifies us of intruders. Even having that makes a big difference.
そういえばトサカ、さっきやつ聖杯戦争の監督役って言ってたけどさ、あいつお前のサーバントを知ってるのか?
Yes, I wonder who Rin's servant is. I wonder who. By the way, Tosaka, the priest mentioned that he was the overseer of the Holy Grail War. Does that mean he knows who your servant is?
知らないはずよ。私教えてないもの。
You shouldn't know. I never told him.
そうなのか。お前とあいつ仲がいいからそうだと思ってたけど。
I see. You guys seem to get along. What? No? What? I see. You guys seem to get along, so I thought you had.
あのね、ミヤ
No?
君。忠告しておくけど、自分のサーバントの正体は誰にも教えちゃダメよ。たとえ信用できる相手でも黙っておきなさい。そうでないと早々に消えることになるから。
Emiya, I'm going to give you a little advice. Never tell anybody about your servant's identity. No matter how much you trust the other person, you should keep quiet. Otherwise, you'll end up dropping out early.
セイバーの正体って何さ?
What do you mean, Saber's identity?
だからサーバントがどこの英雄かっていうことよ。
I'm talking about which hero your servant
い
is.
くら強いからって戦力を明かしてちゃいつか寝首をかかれるに決まってるでしょ。いいから後でセーバーから神名を教えてもらいなさい。
No matter how strong they are, revealing their strength to others will just lead to a knife in the back. Just ask Saber her true name later.
そうすれば私の言ってることがわかる。けどちょっとタンマ、エミヤ君はあれだからいっそ教えてもらわない方がいいわね。
You'll understand when you learn about her. Actually, it might be better if she doesn't tell you because you're, you know.
なんでさ?
Why not?
エミヤくん隠し事できないもの。なら知らない方が秘密にできるじゃない？
You can't keep secrets. You might have the best chance at keeping the secret if you just don't know.
な、人を何だと思ってるんだ。それぐらいの駆け引きはできるぞ、俺。
Who do you think I am? I can at least follow a strategy like that.
そう？じゃあ私に隠していることとかある？
I like Rin's smug face. I like her smug face so much. Are you sure? Does that mean there's something you're hiding from me?
遠坂に隠してることって、それは。
Something I'm hiding from you? Well, I never thought about it with the ruler's ability allowed to certain. I wonder actually. I feel a hot blush in my cheeks as she looks at me. I shouldn't feel guilty, but I wonder if secretly idolizing her counts as. But I wonder if secretly idolizing her even counts in this context.
ほら見なさい。何を隠しているか知らないけど、動揺が顔に出るようじゃ向いてないわ。
See, I don't know what it is, but your face tells me you're hiding something. And that's why you're not fit for this.
あなたは他にいいところがあるんだから、駆け引きなんて考えるのはやめなさい。
I'm trying to think of the times. Because I didn't watch all of Apocrypha, but Jean was summoned to be the overseer there, right? I don't remember how things. I watched the first 2 episodes. I don't remember how that happened. What happened? There's plenty of other good things about you. Stop thinking of silly tactics like these.
それじゃ遠坂はどうなんだよ。あの神父にも黙ってるってことは、あいつも信用してないってことか。
Yeah, because Shiro, Emi, the servant, works with the counterforce and stuff like that. So like space and time. Space and time is wiggly, wobbly, and stuff. Then what about you? If you're mum about your servant, even to the priest, does that mean you don't trust him? No, we don't trust him.
キレ？まさか。私、あいつを信用するほどおめでたくない
As
わ。
this last stream, who trusts
あ
Kirin?
いつはね、教会から魔術協会にくら替えしたくせに、まだ教会に在籍している食わせ者なのよ。人の情報を他のマスターに売るぐらいはやりかねないわ。
Kirin? Of course not. I'm not so naive enough to trust him. He's a big hypocrite who switched sides from the church to the Mages Association. Yet he still has a seat at the church. He'd spill it to the other masters the second he felt like it. Tosaka huffs, obviously annoyed. I guess Tosaka really doesn't trust that priest. I'm a little relieved, but at the same time, her tone of voice also conveys a sort of closeness. We crossed the bridge. There's nothing else to talk about. Our frosty white breaths hang in the winter air. The faint sound of flowing water bubbles up from beneath the bridge where we walk in the streetlight's illumination. All those small details etch themselves into my memory. Oddly, I don't think to look at Tosaka's face. She won't be able to preserve her lens. It feels like more barbarian to be walking beside her like it does to see her face. Me, Tosaka, the girl called Saber, about whom I know nothing. The 3 of us, not doing anything in particular. Came back. Oh, this is where we saw Ilya. We reached the intersection. It is where we will have to separate, as our homes are in opposite directions.
ここでお別れね。義理は果たしたし、これ以上一緒にいると何かと面倒でしょ。きっぱり別れて、明日からは敵同士にならないと。
We should split up here. I've done my duty and things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer. We should part ways amicably, and tomorrow we'll become enemies. I think she's trying to bring closure to our ambiguous relationship. Tosaka starts talking, but suddenly cuts off. Then I realize something. She didn't explain the rules to me out of obligation. She was only trying to help me, as I knew absolutely nothing, make things fair. And that's why the moment things have been explained, everything goes back to normal. All that's left is for us to fight each other as masters. But that would make her last words to me strange. Osaka must have meant it when it would be hard to fight if she feels empathy. To Osaka, everything that happened tonight was unnecessary. Things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer. If that's how she feels, she shouldn't have gotten involved with me to begin with. She's smart enough to know that, but she helped me, even knowing it wouldn't benefit her in any way. That's how I know she had no ulterior motive for doing what she did tonight. She did it purely out of the kindness of her heart. Osaka is totally different than how she is usually at school. She's harsh and unfriendly at school, and that's putting it mildly. But seeing her right now, I want to ask why in the world she acts the way she does at school. Honestly, the difference is on the level of fraud. But either way, Rin to Osaka is also exactly what everyone thinks she is.
トサカっていいやつなんだな。
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Later. You know, you're a good person, Tosaka.
は？何よ突然。おだてたって手は抜かないわよ。
Huh? Where'd that come from? Flattery won't make me go easy on you. I know that. She had to tell me it would be a pain to be empathetic because she isn't going to go
知
easy
って
on
る
me.
けどできれば敵同士にはなりたくない。俺お前みたいなやつは好きだ。
Oh no, not the flattery. I know, but I'd rather not be enemies with you because I like people like you. What? I heard Tosaka's house is in the residential district. Wait, why did I jump from that to them talking about her house? I heard Tosaka's house is in the residential district, all the western houses, in the opposite direction of my house. She took care of me up until now, so okay, so I'd like to walk her home.
とにかくサーバントがやられたら迷わずさっきの教会に逃げ込みなさいよ。そうすれば命だけは助かるんだから。
Anyway, don't forget to run to the church the moment your servant is killed. You'll at least live if you do that.
それは気が引けるけど一応聞いておく。けどそんなことにはならないだろう。どう考えてもセイバーより俺の方が短命だ。
I'm not sure about that, but I'll still take your advice. Anyway, I don't think that will happen since I'm likely to die before Saber. Oh, I calmly assess the situation. Expert doubt on surviving in the church. I don't remember. Does Kirei still have all those command seals? Oh wait, Zero is a prequel. Kirei had all those like command seals in the prequel. I don't remember if we saw them in the Bay Night. Osaka's reaction is once again puzzling. Also because he has Lancer. He said he knows of 3. He did, and when he listed those servants, he listed what was it? He listed Caster, Berserker, Archer, and Saber. He didn't mention Lancer because Lancer's the phone. After that weary sigh, she glances at Saber.
いいわ。これ以上の忠告は本当に感情移入になっちゃうから言わない。
Fine, I won't warn you anymore. At this point, it would really be just an act of empathy.
せいぜい気をつけなさい。いくらセイバーが優れているからってマスターであるあなたがやられちゃったらそれまでなんだから。
Just be careful. Saber may be strong, but it's all over if you, the master, wind up dead. She turns around and starts walking. And yet, she stops dead in her tracks as if she's seen a
Tosaka.
ghost. Osaka? The moment I call out to her, a stinging pain shoots through my left hand.
ねえ、お話は終わり？
Are you two done chatting? A young voice echoes in the night. A sing-song tone comes unmistakably from a young girl. My eyes are drawn to the top of the hill. I hadn't noticed the clouds parting. Now the brilliant moon illuminates the sky. And there... Oopsies. Wait, what's the screenshot button? There we go. A shadow looms. It's a strange shape that seems out of place in the darkened town.
Basaka.
Berserker? I'm not familiar with the word Tosaka whispers. I don't even need to ask. That's definitely a servant. Yes, the really tall man is a servant. It gives off an overwhelming aura of death that surpasses even the fire from 10 years ago. It only uses them.
Konbanwa, Oni-chan. こうして会うのは2度目だね。
Good evening, brother. This is the second time we've met. The girl smiles. Her innocence sends a chill up my spine. No, the chill goes deeper than that. It's not just my body, even my mind freezes. That thing is a monster. I'm not even looking into its eyes, but its intimidating presence paralyzes me. My instinct tells me I'm dead the instant I move. It feels like something is pressing a knife against my exposed stomach.
やば、あいつ桁違いだ。
He's definitely in a different league. Well, all I managed to do was stand there, paralyzed. Tosaka is composed enough to brace herself. Even that seems futile. Here, he mentioned using his magical skills. I only see her back, but I still sense her despair.
あれ？
Oh, she's so cute.
なんだ、
though.
あなたのサーバントはお休みなんだ。つまんないな。2匹一緒に潰してあげようって思ったのに。
Huh? Oh, your servant's resting. That's no fun. I thought we'd get rid of two at once. The young girl seems displeased as she stands at the top of the hill looking down at us. This is even worse. That girl knows that Tosaka's servant is not here. And then... the girl bows gracefully, which seems wildly out of place given the current mood.
はじめまして、リン。私はイリア。
Very nice to meet you, Ren. My name is Ilya.
イリアスフィール・フォン・アインツベルンって言えばわかるでしょ。
Perhaps you might recognize the name Illyasviel von Einzbern better.
アインツベルン。
Einzbern? Tosaka trembles lightly, seeming to recognize the name. The girl smiles, seemingly delighted by Tosaka's reaction.
じゃあ行くね。やっちゃえ、バーサーカー。
Then here we go. Dilbum, Berserker! In a sing-song voice, the girl orders the monstrosity behind her. The giant jumps. In a single leap, this berserker sails all the way from the top of the hill to its bottom where we stand.
シロ、下がって。
Shiro, get back! Saber surges forward, her raincoat flutters off her shoulders, blocking my view for a moment. That is so cool! Saber runs towards Berserker is about to land. Berserker lands, picking up a small torrent of air in its wake. The two meet almost simultaneously. Hercules is a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. The very air shakes. Saber stops Berserker's rock-like sword with her invisible sword. Saber's mouth twists, strained. And then... Berserker's giant sword moves in a flash, creating a whirlwind. Thunder. A flash of swords almost tearing the air ends in Saber's feet. I hear something speeding. Saber blocks Berserker's giant sword with her own, but the impact pushes her backwards. I'm pretty sure Hercules was my first servant, actually. Oh no, actually Mosh is everyone's. I think Hercules was my second. Or was it like... Saber buckles. The copper-skinned servant follows her. Her guarantee, yeah, I think Hercules was my guaranteed 4-star, but I also got Archer like right, like close by to it too. I'm pretty sure I got Hercules first, and then Archer I got not too long after. By Archer I mean Emiya. The monster swings its giant sword again and again, as if it knows what to do, as if it knows how to do nothing else. Saber continues to block with her sword, unable to dodge the strikes. Saber's sword being invisible doesn't matter. She needs to pull all her strength into blocking his attacks, for she's dead for sure. Saber's left with no choice but to remain on the defensive. Only chance Saber has of winning is to find an opportunity to strike between Berserker's attacks. And yet, that's only if Berserker leaves her an opening. His massive black rock sword moves like a raging storm. He is enormous. Despite his size and unwieldy weapon, Berserker is faster than Saber. His unrealistic attacks just smash whatever's in his way. That's all. But it's enough to be effective. As long as he retains his overwhelming speed and power, he really doesn't need to move. He needs a device to move to compensate for any weaknesses. That giant, that monster, he has no weapons. Did he throw his head here? I don't remember. Run! It's the only thing I can manage to say. My body is completely frozen. That thing cannot be beaten. Saber's going to die. That's why she needs to run. It'd be easy if it were just her that needed to flee, but of course she knows that perfectly well. Oh no. That's not good. My body may be paralyzed, but my mind is still working. The raging storm of death simply won't let up. Saber retreats, unable to block it all. And then the final unblockable blow comes. Saber hangs in the air. Twisting her body impossibly, Saber manages to defend against Berserker's satanic swing. It's all she can do to defend herself from that fatal blow. But because she can't completely brace against the giant's tremendous swing, his attack sends her flying. After sailing in a wide arc, she falls to the ground. Just before her back hits the ground, Saber turns in midair and lands on her feet. She manages to compose herself, but crimson blood stains her chest. I'm such an idiot. I've completely forgotten something crucial. I don't know how many times servants can fight in a day, but this is Saber's third battle. On top of that, Saber still hasn't healed from the wound Lancer inflicted on her chest earlier. Saber shifts her guard to protect her chest. Berserker moves in with a violent wind, striking at Saber while she's hampered by her wound. His blow rains down on her back. I didn't know what kind of magecraft Tosaka used, but something burst against Berserker's body. From the amount of magical energy I can feel, impact must have been equivalent to a large caliber pistol. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, that's so cool! Even that is meaningless. It barely even scratches him. He isn't nullifying magical energy like what Saber does. The attack just doesn't affect him. What? This guy is ridiculously durable! Despite that, Tosaka continues to cast her spell. Berserker just ignores Tosaka's spells and charges at Saber. Saber hastily lifts her head. She readies her sword, intent on continuing the fight. The sight of her in so much pain gets me moving again. No! Run, Saber! I yell with all my might. She hears me. But she braces herself, confronting an enemy she can't possibly compete with. Berserker's attacks are relentless. Saber weakens with every block. The end slowly grows up on her. Where in that small frame of hers does such power come from? Saber doesn't retreat. She endures the great sword's fierce attacks and tries to push Berserker back with sheer vigor. She has no chance of winning. Even though she knows her demise is inevitable, she holds her ground adamantly. Maybe it sensed something from her. monster, silent until now, suddenly roars. The attacks are impossible to block. The attacks rain down on her, though her defense is flawless. But one strike finally sent her flying. Slam. That's the sound of something falling in the distance. Fresh blood stains her armor. Her small frame shouldn't be able to rise, and yet... I gotta check if they have, like, a CG gallery instead of taking all these pictures. No. She stands up without thinking. Her actions say she needs to keep going, or else she'll be killed. Her actions. I realize I made a foolish decision. Berserker stops after defeating Saber. It doesn't do so much as look at Tosaka or me. It just waits for his master's orders.
勝てるわけないじゃない。私のバーサーカーはね、ギリシャ最大の英雄なんだから。
You can't win. My Berserker is the greatest hero of Greece.
ギリシャ最大の英雄ってまさか。
What? The greatest hero of Greece? Don't tell me he's...
そうよ。そこにいるのはヘラクレスっていう魔物。
That's right. The demon before you is
あ
Heracles.
なたたち程度が刺激できる英雄とは格が違う。最強の怪物なんだから。
The most atrocious monster ever. And he's on a different level than any of the heroes you two could summon and handle. The girl calling herself Ilya narrows her eyes in joy. Her eyes express elation from the anticipation of finishing off her enemies. There's no need to ask who she's expecting to kill. Saber. Then what will I do? Am I going to fight that monster instead? I can't do that. Just getting near that thing without being prepared would be enough to stop my heart. I'm going to... Oh, do we get a choice here? Ah! Okay, wait. Wait, save. Okay. Drat, I don't remember what no. I remember what happens because Shiro keeps thinking he's a hero and he tries to run and save her. This is hard. I saved. I'll help Saber. I refuse to abandon someone when they're down. That's how I've always lived my life. And most importantly, I can't leave a girl who fought so hard to protect me.
いいわよバーサーカー。そいつ再生するから一撃で仕留めなさい。
Okay, Berserker. She's going to regenerate, so take her out now. Berserker rumbles back into movement. Why you? I run forward as fast as I can. I can't possibly do anything against that monster. But the least I can do is get Saber out of the way and save her from Berserker's attack. Did I hit a bad end again? Really? I fall. Why? I was gonna shove Saber away from Berserker, then I'd figure out what to do afterwards, so why? Why? Why am I on the ground unable to breathe? Did I really get another bad end? I hear surprised voices. First is Saber, who is in front of me now, and then there's Tosaka standing at a distance looking aghast. Then for some reason the girl calling herself Ilya stares down at me, dumbfounded. Huh? There's a gaping ragged hole in the middle of my body. I'm on the ground. On the asphalt. There's only a little blood considering how big the wound is. I see some withered branch-looking things, some shattered stuff. And man, that looks painful. All those parts scattered around.
そうか。なんて間抜け。
I get it. How dumb am I? so I didn't make it. I could never have pushed Saber away, so I was just her shield. And then that ungodly huge machete thing took a good chunk out of my stomach. I can't believe I failed at a time like this. I tried my best to be a hero of justice, but I screwed it up I screwed it up when it really mattered.
なんで
Why? The silver-haired girl's face is so blank as she speaks. After standing there dumbfounded, she just says,
もういい。こんなのつまんない。
I've had enough. This is boring. He calls back Berserker without finishing Saber off.
リン、次に会ったら殺すから。
Ben, I'll kill you the next time we meet. The girl leaves. After she disappears, I completely black out. I lose consciousness. I'm really dead this time. I somehow survived when Lancer killed me last time, but my luck's definitely run out. There's no magecraft that could save a person who just lost half his body.
あんた何考えてるのよ。わかってるの？もう助けるなんてできないっていうのに。
What were you thinking? I don't know how I can save you anymore. I hear a voice reprimanding me. It must be Tosaka. She sounds like she's really mad, and I feel bad. But I had no choice. I'm not good at everything like her. All I have to work with is my body. That's why the only thing I could do was to risk it all using my own body. Did I really? I'm not dead. Oh, okay. Because I kind of remember Shiro running up to protect Saber because he still thought, like, being the man, he had to protect her. Winter, 5 years ago. It was a beautiful moonlit night. I was just enjoying the sight with my father, Kiritsugu Emiya. It was winter, but it wasn't very cold. On the veranda, it was just a little chilly, the perfect weather to watch the moon. Kiritsugu didn't go outside much anymore. He rarely went out, and he spent most of his time lounging around the house. Every time I recall this, I still feel regret. Why didn't I realize that he was acting the way a creature does when they know their time is almost up?
子供の頃、僕は正義の味方に憧れてた。
When I was a boy, I wanted to be a champion of justice. We blurted it out, just out of nowhere. My father, who already seemed like a champion of justice in my eyes, said that if he were reflecting on a
なん
memory...
だよそれ。憧れてたって諦めたのかよ。
What? You wanted to, so you gave up on it? I asked, unable to completely hide my disappointment. Ryutsuga smiled apologetically and looked up at the distant moon.
残念ながらね。ヒーローは期間限定で大人になると
Oh,
守
Avalon.
るのが難しくなるんだ。
Avalon.
そんなこともっと早くに気がつけばよかった。
Unfortunately, yes. You can only be a hero for so long. It gets harder... Wait, my thing is blocking. It gets harder to call yourself one when you grow up. I wish I'd found that out earlier. That made sense to me. I wasn't sure why, but if Kiritsugu said it, then it had to be
そっ
true.
か。それじゃしょうがないな。
Oh, well, that's too bad.
そうだね。本当にしようがない。
Yes, it really is too bad. Kiritsugu nodded in agreement, but just kind of blurted something out, as if it were a natural thing to say.
しょうがないから俺が代わりになってやるよ。
Okay, if you can't do it, then I'll do it
じ
for
いさん
you.
は大人だからもう無理だけど、俺なら大丈夫だろ。任せろって。じいさんの夢は。
You can't do anything because you're an adult, but I can. You can leave your dream to me, because I'll make it a reality. The bold promise made my father smile. His face said everything I needed to know. Kiritsugu made a long, concentrated sigh and whispered,
安心した。
That's a relief. There, he closed his eyes. and so too his life came to a close. He looked so peaceful, like he was just gonna wake up in the morning, so I didn't think much about it. Maybe it was because by then I was used to seeing death. On a winter night, the man I called my father looked up at the moon and entered a long sleep. The yard was dead silent. Not so much as a single chirp from an insect. I still remembered how fiercely his eyes blazed on that bright, clear night. I didn't cry aloud, nor did I feel sad. The tears flowed down my cheek until the moon sank past the horizon. It happened in the winter, 5 years ago. I probably cried 10 years worth of tears at that time, so after that, there was nothing left. Virginia's dad took care of the funeral arrangements. That's how I ended up living in the Emiya mansion all alone. Yutsuko's passing didn't change anything for me. I was set on becoming a man who champions justice and does what's right, just like my father, so I didn't have time to sit around. That's right. I never talk about this, but I still remember it. 10 years ago, a man saved me from a fire, picked up a burned, dying child, and carried him out of hell, weeping with joy. I've admired him ever since. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anyone. In the ruins of the fire, there was only a boy who was saved, and the man who saved him. And that's why I aspired to be like him. I wanted to become a hero of justice that saves people and doesn't let anyone die. That's who he wanted to be, and he passed his wish onto me before he quietly let the curtain fall. It's only natural for a child to follow their father's footsteps. Shiro Emiya must become a hero of justice and save someone the same way that he was once saved. I swore to myself that I would do it. I vowed to fulfill the dream of the man I most admired. But honestly, I don't know how. What did Kiritsugu mean by doing the right thing and championing justice? How can I grow up fast? Is there some magical way to make Kiritsugu's dream of making everyone happy come true? Seriously, what am I supposed to do when I become a master and can't get the blonde girl with me out of my head? I'm curious if the other option would have led to Archer's intervention from Unlimited Blade Works. Actually, there was actually other. Simply wasn't available because I don't know actually. I guess we'll know when we go back because I do plan on completing this and like getting all the endings. I wake up in my room. Something tastes terrible. The steely tang of blood clouds my mouth. It pulled in my mouth while I slept, and every time I breathed, heavy metallic air filled my lungs. I'm not sure why I feel this way. A violent urge to vomit makes me want to go wash my face in the restroom. Okay. I lift myself out of bed. Ooh. Dizziness sets my head spinning. Feeling uneasy on my feet, I plant my hand against the wall. I try to move, but only makes the nausea worse. No, it's more pain than nausea. My body feels sluggish, and my insides seem to churn whenever I move. I imagine this is what it'd feel like if someone... forced hot lead down my throat.
変な想像したら熱出てきた。
Imagining that is making me feel like I'm gonna run a fever. I wipe the sweat from my forehead and hobble out of my room leaning against the wall. Saving someone, not save everyone. It's ideal, but I think he just wants to repay the kindness.
少しは落ち着いた。
Is this what the bathroom always looked like? Okay, I feel a little better. I wash my face and dry off my sweat-drenched body. Huh? For some reason, my abdomen is wrapped in bandages. I have no idea why, but I'll deal with it later.
腹減ったな。なんか作り置きでもあったっけ?
Hungry. Did I leave any extra food in the fridge? My stomach still feels like it's churning, but my body needs nourishment. I suck up the discomfort and keep walking, braced against the wall. The dizziness won't go away, and worst of all, my whole body feels dull. Ow. I keep moving forward, making pathetic noises along the way. What did I do before I went to bed last night? I don't remember training strenuously enough to make my entire body ache. It is a mansion, so the bathroom certainly looks nice. I just don't remember what the bathroom looked like in the anime. I reached the living room. Sakura and Fujine must be at school. There's no signs of breakfast. Nor do I see any remnants of Fujine wrecking the place. The living room's quiet, like a typical Sunday.
おはよう。勝手に上がらせてもらってるわ、エミヤ
We'll
君
get to Sakura's route eventually, Coffee. Hope you're doing good. Morning. Sorry I came without asking, Emiya. Or not. What? Eh? Rin Tosaka is sitting on the floor by the table in the living room. She's so calm, like she owns the place. So much that I feel like the guest here. I have no idea what to say, so I plopped down on the cushion. And then I took a deep breath.
お前どうして
Tosaka, why are you...
待った。その前に謝ってくれない？昨夜の一件についての謝罪を聞かないと落ち着けないわ。
Stop. Shouldn't you apologize to me first? I can't move on from last night until you say sorry for what you did. But I think she said it was a weekend or something, right? Like it was, unless like Shiro's been knocked out for a couple of days. I think they mentioned last time that it was like headed into the weekend. I can't even finish asking why she's in my house. Osaka's glare is all I need to know how angry she is. She seems upset about something that happened last night, but what exactly? Ooh.
待て
Wait, I remember now. Right, this isn't the time for me to be leisurely breathing in the morning air. I tried to help Saber, and Berserker gutted me like a fish. Nausea returns. Chill grips my entire body as I remember the feeling of having a gaping hole in my body. Wait, that's weird. I should have died instantly. Oh, that's right. Rin brings up that he heals. Rin brings up that like he healed really quickly. And then I think Shiro's like, yeah, I've always healed really quickly for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I think they bring it up here. That his healing powers. Well, he doesn't know what it is, but Rin points it out and then Shiro confirms. That's weird. Why am I still here?
思い出した？昨夜自分がどんなバカをしでかしたかって。なら少しは反省しなさい。
Do you remember now? You did something stupid last night. I hope you regret it. Tosaka huffs critically. That kinda ticks me off. My brain, frozen seeing Tosaka in my living room, finally grinds into action.
何言ってんだあの時はあれ以外することなんてなかっただろいやそりゃ結果だけ見ればバカだったけど本当はもっとうまくやるつもりだったんだ
What are you talking about? I had no choice. Well, sure, it might seem like idiotic. Just fault. I definitely meant for it, but it did.
だからあれは間違いなんかじゃない
So I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I returned her glare, insisting that I'm not an idiot. But what? Why should it make such a show of sighing at me?
マスターが死んだらサーバントは消えるって言ったでしょ？だって言うのにサーバントをかばうなんてどうかしてるわ。
If the master dies, the servant disappears too, remember? I can't believe you actually tried to shield your own servant.
いい？あなたが死んでしまえばセイバーだって消えてしまう。セイバーを救いたかったのならもっと安全な場所からできる手段を考えなさい。
Listen, if you die, then Saber is gone too. If you wanted to save Saber, you should have thought of another way to do it from a safe
まっ
distance.
たく身を挺してサーバントを守るなんて行為は無駄以外の何者でもないって分かってるの？
Honestly, do you realize how pointless it is to risk your own life for a servant?
かばったわけじゃない助けようとしたらああなっちまっただけだ俺だってあんな目に遭うなんて思わなかった
I wasn't shielding her, I was just trying to get her out of there. I didn't think that would happen to me. I knew I might die if I got near a monster like that, but that's besides the point.
そう勘違いしてるみたいねあなた。
Fine, then you had the wrong idea. Osaka only looks more irritated, like she knows exactly what I'm thinking.
あのねミヤ君 きっちりと言っておくけど、教会まで連れて行ったのはあなたに勝たせるためじゃないわ。
I'll be straight with you, Emiya. I didn't take you to the church so you could win.
あれはね、何も知らないあなたが一人でも生き残れるようにって考えた結果なの。どうもそのあたりは分かってなかったみたいね。
I was just trying to give you a chance to survive because you literally don't know anything. It sounds like you still don't
俺
get
は
it.
生き残れるように。
Chance to survive?
そうよ。負けることがそのまま死につながるって知れば、そう簡単に博打は打たなくなる。エミヤ君、こういう状況でも一人で夜出歩きそうだから。
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't take a risk or really do much if you knew defeat meant death. But it looks like you're the kind of person to walk out at night even in situations like
脅
this.
しをかけておけば、家中の栗を拾うこともなし、うまくいけば最後までやり過ごせるかもって思ったの。
I thought that if I scared you straight, you wouldn't throw your life away to someone else. And if you're lucky, you'd make it to the
そ
end.
うか。それは気づかなかった。
I see. That didn't cross my mind.
けど、どうして遠坂が怒るんだよ。俺がヘマをやらかしたのは遠坂には関係ないだろう。
But why are you upset? What does me dying have to do with you?
関係あるわよ。この私を一晩も心配させたんだから。
It has everything to do with me because you make me worry all night long. Feels like I was practically throwing a tantrum. But, okay. It actually feels good to have someone worry about me. From her tone, it sounds like Tosaka was the one who took care of
そう
me.
か。遠坂には世話になったんだな。ありがとう。
Is that so? Yes, I owe you one, Tosaka. Thanks. I bow my head in appreciation and apology. Tsundere, yep. A hair flip!
分かればいいのよ。これに懲りたら次はもっと頭のいい行動してよね。
As long as you understand, if you've learned your lesson, then use your head next time. Tosaka quickly turns away. She might still be edgy, but I feel like she's in a better mood.
じゃあこれで昨日のことはおしまいね。
Then we're done with what happened
本
last
題に
night.
入るけど、真面目な話と昨日の話、どっちにする？
Let's get down to it then. You want to talk business or talk about yesterday? Tosaka prompts me matter-of-factly. Her straightforwardness takes me off guard, but now that I think about it, she must be here only because she has something to discuss. If she hadn't had something to discuss, she'd have gone home already. Tosaka's my enemy, so what could she have to talk about that would prompt her to stay in enemy territory? I'm curious to know what she's thinking, and I also want to know what else happened last night. I'd have to ask anyway, so... Oh. I didn't expect a prompt here. I feel like this is a fake choice. I feel like all these... I feel like I'm gonna have to go through all of these anyway. I know in visual novels there's options where you have to click everything. This feels like one. Wait. This is an option? Let's start with some serious stuff? I'm more curious why Tosaka is still
それじゃ
here.
あ真面目な方の話を。遠坂がここに残った理由が知りたい。
Okay, I want to hear about the serious stuff first. Tell me why you're still hanging around.
そう。じゃあ先に結論から聞くわ。
Fine, then I'll begin with the conclusion. Huh? Was that? For a fleeting second, Tosaka looks repulsed. Almost.
率直に聞くけど、エミヤくん、あなたこれからどうするつもり？
Then I'll be frank. What do you plan to do next? Tosaka asked the one question I hoped she wouldn't. Actually, that's not entirely true. Not that I don't want to ask her so as much as I haven't really thought of my answer yet. What am I going to do now? And the question I want to ask.
正直わからない。聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術師同士の戦いなんてしたことがない。
To be honest, I don't know. I know this is a competition for the Holy Grail, but I've never been in a battle between
第
mages.
一俺は
For one thing, more than anything, I want to avoid
聖
killing.
杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。
I'm not interested in something like the
欲
Holy
しくない
Grail.
もののために命を張るのはどうかと思う。
I don't really know if I can risk my life for something I don't want.
言うと思った。あなたね、そんなこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
I knew you'd say something like that. I'll have you know that your servant will.
正直わから
Whoa,
な
did I
い。
hit a button?
聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術指導士第一俺は聖杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。欲しくないもののために命を張るのはどうかと思う。
言うと思った。あなたね、そんなこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
I knew you'd say something like that. I'll have you know that your servant will kill you for saying that sort of thing.
殺されるってどうして？
Kill me? Why?
サーバントの目的も聖杯だから。
Because the servants also seek the Holy Grail.
彼らは聖杯を手に入れるという条件だからこそマスターの召喚に応じているのよ。
One of the conditions for them allowing a master to summon them is getting a chance at the Holy Grail.
サーバントにとって最も重要なのは聖杯なの。
Grail is the servant's number one
彼
priority.
らは聖杯を手に入れる可能性があるからマスターに従い、時にマスターのために命を落とす。
They'll obey the masters if it gives them a chance at the Grail, and sometimes they'll even die for their master.
だっていうのに聖杯なんていらないよなんて言ってみなさい。裏切り者と切り殺されても文句は言えないでしょ。
By saying you don't want the Grail to your servant, I can't blame her if she calls you a traitor and cuts you down where you stand.
なんだそれ。おかしいじゃないか。サーバントっていうのはマスターが呼び出したものなんだろう。
Okay, then. Don't want any bots in my chat. What the heck? That doesn't sound right. Servants are the ones who are summoned by masters, right? Then,
サーバントが無償で人間に従うなんて思ってたの？
did you really think servants would serve humans for
聖
free?
杯は手に入れた者の望みを叶える。それはマスターの守護者であるサーバントも例外じゃない。
Whoever requires the Grail gets their wish granted, whether it's a master or their guardian servant.
サーバントたちにもね、それぞれ何らかの欲望があるのよ。だからこそ彼らは本来ありえない召喚に応じている。
The servants have wishes of their own. That's why they respond to summons that would otherwise be, at best, unreasonable.
聖杯を手に入れるためにマスターがサーバントを呼び出すじゃない。
Masters don't summon servants to help them get the Holy
聖
Grail.
杯が手に入るからサーバントはマスターの呼び出しに応じるのよ。
Servants answer the master's call to have a chance at the Holy Grail. Servants have wishes too? Does that mean Saber also wishes? Wait, does that mean Saber also has a wish she wants granted by the Holy Grail?
だからサーバントはマスターが命令しなくとも他のマスターを消しにかかる。聖杯を手に入れるのは一人だけ。自分のマスター以外に聖杯が渡るのは彼らだって承知できないのよ。
That's why the servants will go out and eliminate other masters even without being ordered to. Only one person can get the Holy Grail. They won't allow it to fall into the hands of anyone other than their own master.
マスターと違ってサーバントには霊樹を奪うなんてことはできない。彼らが他のマスターを無力化するには殺す以外に方法がない。
Unlike masters, servants don't have the power to take away command spells. The only way they can neutralize other masters is by killing them.
だからね、たとえマスター本人に戦う意志がないとしても戦いは避けられないのよ。
So even if the master has no intention of fighting, conflict is inevitable.
サーバントに襲われたマスターは自分のサーバントでこれを撃退する。それが聖杯戦争なんだって綺麗から嫌っていうほど聞かされたでしょ。
Masters attacked by a servant need to fight them off with their own servant. Fury told you plenty of times about how that is the heart of the Holy Grail War.
ああ、それは昨日の夜教えられた。
Yep, he told me enough of that last
けど
night. But that means that servants must fight and kill each other. I thought it would be enough as long as the masters made each other and gave up the Holy Grail. What? But if servants answer the summons because they also seek the Holy Grail, and will never give up until they have it, then the battles between servants really are inevitable. Yep. But then, is the group who fought so hard to protect me also here to fight, kill for, and maybe die, all for the Holy Grail?
なんてことだ。英霊だかなんだか知らないけど、セイバーは人間だ。昨日だってあんなに血を流してた。
That's awful. I don't know what exactly a heroic spirit is, but Saber's human. I even saw her bleed yesterday.
はあ、その点は安心して。サーバントに生死はないから。サーバントは絶命しても本来の場所に帰るだけだもの。英霊っていうのはもう死んでも死なない現象だからね。戦いに敗れて殺されるのは当事者であるマスターだけよ。
No, don't worry about that. Servants are mortals, so if they die, they'll just go back to where they came from. Heroic spirits are a phenomena that can't die. Only masters can actually get killed when they lose a
い
fight.
や、だからそれは。
No, I mean, even if their deaths are figurative, it doesn't change the fact that something which takes the form of a human dies in this world.
何、人殺しだっていうの？魔術師のくせにまだそんな正義感振り回してるわけ？あなた。
What? You have some hang-ups with killing? You got some nerve calling yourself a mage with morals like that. Osaka's right. As a mage, death is never far. I understand that fact, and I've long since resigned myself. But I'm not strong enough to be the judge of when and where other people should live or die.
当然だろ。相手を殺すための戦いなんて俺は付き合わない。
Of course I do. It won't be a party to some war where people murder each other.
へえ、それじゃあみすみす殺されるのを待つだけなんだ。で、勝ちを他のマスターに譲るのね。
Oh really? So you're just gonna sit waiting to be killed? You're going to just hand the victory to some other master?
そうじゃない。要は最後まで残っていればいいんだろ。自分から殺し合いをする気はないけど、身を守るための戦いなら容赦はしないさ。
That's not my point. All you have to do is stay alive until the end, right? I don't intend to kill anyone, but I'm also not gonna hold back if I need to defend myself.
人を殺しに来る相手なら逆に殺されても文句は言えないだろう。
Someone who shows up ready to kill others can't complain about getting killed.
受けに回るんだ。それじゃあ他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するのね。例えば昨日のあいつが暴れ回って町の人間を皆殺しにしても無視するってわけ？
So you're going to play defense. You're just going to watch and see what the other masters do? Even if that thing from yesterday goes around killing everyone in town, you'll just ignore it? The thing from yesterday. That twisted, inhuman demon. That's not nice. It's strong enough to level a house with a single blow. If it sets its mind to it, I'm sure it could destroy all of Miyama overnight. It matters worse. Servants can turn into spirit form. Humans who lack the ability to sense the supernatural can't even see them. But as soon as the servants materialize, they can interact with the physical world. You could say that they're the ultimate weapons. No modern technology or weaponry can affect a spiritual form. Our attacks don't work on them, but they can hurt us. That's a depressingly one-sided arrangement. From a normal person's point of view, servants may as well be natural disasters. When people die to an invisible killer, those deaths would just be treated as accidents or natural causes.
なんだよそれ。サーバント、いや、マスターとサーバントは他のマスターしか襲わないんじゃないのか。町の人たちは無関係だろ。
What do you mean? Don't masters and servants only attack other masters? What do the people in town have to do with it?
ええ、そうだったらどんなに平和なことか。けど、それなら見届け役の綺麗なんていらないでしょ。
If only the world was so peaceful. If that was the case, then we wouldn't be curated to play referee.
一つ言い忘れていたけど、サーバントっていうのは霊なの。彼らはもう完成したものだから、今以上の成長はない。
Should have mentioned this earlier, but servants are spirits. Their forms are complete, static, so they do not grow.
けど、燃料である魔力は別よ。
but they still need magical energy as
蓄
fuel.
えた魔力が多ければ多いほどサーバントは生前の特殊能力を自由に行使できるわ。
When they are provided with more magical energy, they are able to use more of their special abilities they had while they were still
そのあ
alive.
たりは私たち魔術師と一緒なんだけど、あなたこの意味わかる？
That's not unlike us mages, actually. Do you see what I'm getting
わ
at?
かる。魔術を連発できるってことだろ。
Yeah, it's like repeatedly using magecraft. Magical energy is like gunpowder. The mage is the gun itself. Like how there are different guns, pistols, rifles, shotguns, mages all have a variety of abilities. Continue with the metaphor, servants are more likely artillery cannons than firearms. But they burn a huge amount of gunpowder to launch massive shells.
そうよ。けどサーバントたちは私たちみたいに自然からマナを提供されてるわけじゃない。基本的に彼らは自分の中だけの魔力で活動する。
That's right, the servants can't draw mana from the atmosphere like us. They generally run only on magical energy within them.
それを補充するのが私たちマスターで、サーバントは自分の魔力プラス主であるマスターの魔力分しか生前の力を発揮できないの。
Please ignore the banging. Our job as masters is to supplement that energy. Their power is limited by their own energy supply plus whatever their masters give them.
けどそれだとあなたみたいに半人前のマスターじゃ優れたマスターにはかなわないってことになるでしょ。
Okay, please. Neighbors are fighting. That means being a half-baked master like you has no chance against a more capable master, right?
その抜け道っていうか当たり前って言えば当たり前の方法なんだけれど、サーバントは他から魔力を補充できる。
One very obvious solution to that hurdle is to have your servant acquire magical energy from other sources.
サーバントは霊体だから同じものを食べてしまえば栄養は取れるってこと。
No, Bang. By the way, that's a cell phone, not a gun. Servants are spirits, so they can eat similar stuff for sustenance. Eating something
同
similar.
じものって霊体のことか。けど何の霊を食べるって言うんだよ。
You mean other spiritual bodies? But what kind of spirits would they eat?
簡単でしょ。自然霊は自然そのものから力を汲み取る。
Yeah, my apologies for the racket. Unfortunately, I can't control my neighbor. Simple. Spirits of nature can take the power from nature
なら
itself.
人間霊であるサーバントは一体何から力を汲み取ると思う？
So what do you think servants, who are human spirits, get power from? It really is an easy question. Just eat meat, human spirits like servants have to eat.
ごめんと。まあ魔力の補充なんて聖杯に補助されたマスターからの提供だけで大抵は事足りる。
Correct. To be fair, the magical energy supply from masters chosen by the Holy Grail should be enough for most people.
けど一人より大勢の方が大量摂取できるのは当然でしょ。
It should not be obvious that they gain more energy by getting it from more than one
はっきり言ってしまえばね、実力のないマスターはサーバントに人を食わせるのよ。
Bluntly speaking, inferior mages have to feed other people through their servants.
サーバントは人間の原感情や魂を魔力に変換する。
Servants can convert souls and primal human emotions into magical energy.
自分のサーバントを強くしたいのならそれが一番効率がいい。人間を殺してサーバントへの生贄にするマスターは決して少なくないわ。
You want your servant to get stronger, that's the most efficient way. It's not rare for masters to sacrifice humans for their
生
servants.
贄にするって。それじゃあ手段を選ばない奴がマスターならサーバントを強くするために人を殺しまくるってことなのか？
Sacrifice? Are you saying there might be masters out there who go around killing people to make their servants stronger? They're not choosy about their methods?
そうね。けど頭のいいやつならそんな無駄なことはしないんじゃないかな。
Maybe. But I can't see a smart master doing something like that.
いい？サーバントがいくら強力でも魔力の器そのものには限界がある。能力値以上の貯蔵はできないんだから 殺して回るにしても限度があるわ。
No matter how strong a servant is, they're still limited by energy capacity. They can't store any energy above a hard limit, so there's only so much they can benefit from massacre.
それにあからさまに殺人を犯せば教会が黙ってないし、何よりそのシーンからサーバントの能力と正体が他のマスターたちにバレかねない。もちろんマスター自身の正体もね。
For one thing, the association won't just turn a blind eye to someone going around murdering people. But more importantly, the other masters will be able to figure out the servant's abilities and identity based on the victim's cause of death. That, and they'll work out the master's identity too.
聖杯戦争は自分の正体を隠していた方が圧倒的に有利だから、普通のマスターならサーバントを出し惜しみするはずよ。
Concealing your identity in a Holy Grail war gives you a big advantage, so any normal master would be unwilling to use it. I get it. If you don't let anyone know you're a master, then the other masters won't attack you. Conversely, if the other masters know who you are, you're just going to be ambushed. It stands to reason that no one would be reckless enough to let their servant attack civilians and risk getting
よ
killed.
かったなら問題はないじゃないか。マスターが命令しなければサーバントは無差別に人を襲わないんだから。
Shinji. Well, that's a relief. As long as the master doesn't order it, servants shouldn't indiscriminately attack people.
でしょうね。仮にも英雄だもの。自分から人を殺して回るやつはそもそも英雄だなんて呼ばれないだろうけど、も
Probably not.
う断言はできないか。
They're supposed to be heroes after all. I don't think there are any heroes who'd attack innocent people. Though I can't say that for sure.
暴虐者だからこそ英雄になった例なんていくらでもあるんだし。
Plenty of them became heroes through sheer violence. Sokka just casually raises a really terrifying point. That she sounds genuine about it rather than sarcastic or ironic. So just how much of a realist she is.
とりあえず確認しておきたかったことはそういうこと。
Anyway, that's what I wanted to check
サーバン
with
ト
you.
がどんなものかは分かったでしょ。
Now you understand servants,
聖
right?
杯戦争に勝ち残ろうとしているのはマスターだけじゃない。この
Masters are
戦いに参加した以上、エミヤ君は自分のサーバントを律する義務がある。
Masters aren't the only ones who want to win the Holy Grail War. Now that you're involved, you have an obligation to control your servant. An obligation to control my servant. So I need to ensure my servant doesn't attack people as well as other servants.
少しは自分の立場が理解できた？
So do you understand the situation you're in now?
なら次はあなたの体のことね。エミヤ君、あれから自分に何が起きたのか覚えている？
Hey, then I'm gonna move on to the subject of your wounds and such. Do you remember what happened to you last night?
いや覚えてるも何も俺は。
Well, I remember it and all, but I ran over to Saber and Berserker literally tore my guts out. I lost consciousness, so I don't know why I'm alive, let alone what happened after that.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。本題の続きに入る前にそこんところだけ説明してあげる。
I thought so. Before we get back to the main issue here, let me explain what happened. Sighing at displeasure, Tosaka begins a brief explanation of what happened last night. Apparently, Berserker left right after I lost consciousness. Afterwards, my body started to heal on its own and was back to normal after a few minutes. I was still unconscious, so Tosaka brought me, and the rest was as I remember it. Okay.
ここで重要なのは、あなたはあなた一人で生き切ったっていう事実よ。確かに私は手助けしたけど、あの傷を完治させたのはあなた自身の力だった。そこ勘違いしないでよね。
The point here is that you managed to survive on your own. Might have helped a little bit, but it was your power that healed your wound. So don't get that twisted, okay?
話を聞くとそうみたいだけど。
That's what it sounded like from the way you told
なん
it.
だ遠坂が直してくれたんじゃないのか。
So you aren't the one who healed me?
まさか死にかけてる人間を蘇生させるなんて芸当はもう私にはできない。意味や四郎は自分でぶっ飛んだ中身をどうにかしたのよ。
No way. I can't revive someone on the verge of death. What was I supposed to do with your intestines scattered on the pavement? Really don't have to answer that. stomach is back to normal, yes, but I'm honestly still dubious about what Tosaka said. He didn't even use any healing magecraft, much less raise the dead.
そうなると原因はサーバントね。
Which means it must be your servant.
あなたのサーバントはよっぽど強力なのか、それとも召喚の時に何か手違いが生じたのか。まあ両方だと思うけど、何らかのラインがつながったんでしょうね。
Either your servant is pretty powerful or something happened when you summoned them. I think it's both actually, but you must be connected by some...
ラインラインって使い魔と魔術師を結ぶ因果線のこと？
Right? You mean some sort of faded line that connects familiar and its speech?
あら、ちゃんと使い魔の知識はあるじゃない。
Oh, so you do have some kind of knowledge on familiars.
なら話は早いわ。要するにエミヤ君とセイバーの関係は普通の主人と使い魔の関係じゃないってこと。
Then this should be easy. It means your relationship with Saber is just not an ordinary master and familiar relationship.
見たところセイバーには自然治癒の力もあるみたいだから、それがあなたに流れてるんじゃないかな。
Saber can evidently regenerate too, so her power might be flowing into you.
普通は魔術師の能力が使い魔に付与されるんだけど、あなたの場合は使い魔の特殊能力が主人を助けてるってわけ。
Normally, the mage's abilities are shared from their familiar, but with your case, the familiar's abilities are helping the master.
簡単に言って川の水が下から上に流れているようなもんか。
So it's like the river flowing upstream?
うまい例えね。本来ならありえないだろうけど、セイバーの魔力ってのは川の流れを変えるほど膨大なんでしょ。そうでなければあの体格でバーサーカーとまともに打ち合うなんて考えられない。
That's a good way of putting it. Normally that wouldn't be possible, but Saber's magical energy must be powerful enough to change the flow of a river. Otherwise, there's no chance she'd be able to go up against berserkers with any frame of it.
本来ならありえない。じゃあ遠坂とアーチャーは普通の魔術師と使い魔の関係なのか？
Then, does that mean your relationship with Archer is a normal mage and familiar relationship?
そうよ。人の言うこと全然聞かないやつだけど、一応そういう関係。
That's right. He doesn't listen to a word I say, but that's her relationship.
マスターとサーバントのつながりなんてガソリンとエンジンみたいなものだもの。こっちが魔力を提供して、あっちがそれを食べるだけ。
Connection between the master and her servant is like gas in an engine. You provide an energy for them to consume.
まあ中には肉体面でもサーバントと共有して疑似的な不死を得たマスターもいたそうよ。サーバントが死なない限り自分も死なないなんていうやつなんだけど。エミヤ君、人の話聞いてる？
Though I've read that a master once acquired pseudo-immortality by physically fusing with their servant. They wouldn't die as long as their servant doesn't. They wouldn't die as long as their servant doesn't die. Are you listening, Ilya?
ああ、聞いてる。
Yeah, I am.
じゃあ遠坂、俺の体って多少の傷はほっといても治るってことか？
Then, Tosaka, does that mean my body will heal from injuries even if I don't do anything about them?
あなたのサーバントの魔力を消費してね。理屈はわからないけど、原因がセイバーの実体化にあることは間違いないわ。あなたが自然治癒の呪いなんて習得しているはずはないから。
At the cost of your servant's magical energy. I don't know how it works, but it definitely has something to do with Saber being stuck in material form. I don't think you've learned any curses of natural regression. I don't think you've learned any curses of natural regeneration.
当たり前だ。そんな難しいこと親父から教えてもらったことないからな。
Of course not. My old man never taught me something that complicated.
そうじゃなくて、そうだったら私が悩む必要はなかったっていうことよ。いいわ。あなたには関係のない話だから。
That's not what I mean. I'm saying I wouldn't have had to worry this much if it was true. Never mind. This doesn't concern you. Huh? What's she mean? How no? Was being so roundabout.
まあいいわ。とにかくあまり無茶はしないこと。
Anyway, just don't do anything rash.
今回は助かったからいいけど、次にあんな傷を負ったらまず助からないはずだから。 多少の傷なら治るなんていう甘い考えは捨てた方がいいでしょうね。
You might have survived this time, but you might not live to tell the tale next time you get hurt like that. It's probably best you just ditch the notion that any small wounds will heal on their
分か
own.
ってる。俺が勝手に怪我して、それでセイバーから何かをもらってるなんていうのは申し訳ない。
I know. Saber had to help me because I went and got myself hurt. I don't have any excuses for that.
バカね、そんな理由じゃないわよ。断言してもいいけど、あなたの傷を治すと減るのはセイバーの魔力だけじゃない。
That's not the point, dummy. Let me be clear. It costs more than Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds.
あなた、それ絶対なんか使ってるわ。
You're giving something up when there's
寿命とか性分とか預金残高とか、ともかく何かが減りまくってるに違いないんだから。
whether it's your life, your luck, or even your bank account. You can bet that kind of healing doesn't come cheap. Saka huffs once again. I agree,
遠
but
坂、預金残高は関係ないのでは。
Saka, I don't think my bank has anything to do with it.
関係あるわよ。魔術ってのは金食い虫なんだから。使ってればどんどんお金は減っていくものなの。
Of course it does. Using magecraft means you're pretty much throwing your money away. The more you use it, the more it drains your money.
そうでなければ許さないんだから。特に私が。
Otherwise, none of this would be acceptable, especially to me. Oh, the screen's turned red! Tosaka absolutely explodes with fury. It's odd, really. Before I talk to her, the more this Tosaka feels like the real one, while the girl at school feels like such an act. So, I guess I already noticed that yesterday. Okay, it's no longer red.
話を戻しましょうか。で、どうするの？
Getting off topic, so what's next for you?
人殺しはしないっていうエミヤ君は、他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するんでしたっけ？
Maybe you won't kill people, so are you just gonna stand by and watch the other masters do God knows what? I take it back. She's oddly twisted. He's a jerk who's going out of a way to drive me into a corner. All with a
そうなった
smile.
ら止めるだけだ。サーバントさえ倒せばマスターだっておとなしくなるんだろ。
If it comes to that, I'll go in and stop them. The master won't have much to do as long as their servant has been defeated, right?
呆れた。自分からマスターは倒さない。けど他のマスターが悪事を働いたら倒すって言うんだ。
Unbelievable. So you're not gonna try to defeat any of the other masters unless they intend to do bad things.
エミヤ君、自分が矛盾してるって分かってる？
Do you even hear yourself?
ああ、都合がいいのは分かってる。けど、それ以外の方針は考えつかない。こればっかりはどんなに論破されても変えないからな。
Yeah, I know they're just pretty words, but I can't think of anything else. I'm not changing my principles no matter what you say.
ふん。問題点が一つあるけど、言っていいかしら？
There's just one problem. Shall I spell it out to you? You can see the gears in her. You can see the gears turning in her head. She's up to something. But I promised to listen, so I need to hear her out.
いいけど、なんだよ。
Yeah?
昨日のマスター覚えてる？エミヤ君と私を簡単に殺せとか言ってた子だけど。
Remember the master from yesterday? The little girl who just casually ordered her servant to kill us both? Forget she attacked us on our way home without any warning.
あの子、必ず私たちを殺しに来る。それはエミヤ君にも分かってると思うけど。
He's definitely going to come back and kill us. I'm sure even you'd work it. Oh. She knows that Tosaka and I are both masters, so she's bound to come after us eventually. Today or tomorrow, but we've already signed her death warrants. There's no chance of stopping that monster.
あの子のサーバント、バーサーカーは桁違いよ。
Her servant, Berserker, is on a whole other level.
マスターとして未熟なあなたにあれは撃退できない。自分からは何もしないで身を守るって言うけど、あなたは身を守ることさえできないわ。
As inexperienced of a master as you are, you're no match for that thing. And you've been saying you're going to protect yourself by doing nothing. you are not going to be able to defend yourself.
悪かったな。けど、そういう遠坂だって、あいつには勝てないんじゃないのか。
Look who's talking. You have no chance against that thing either.
正面からじゃ勝てないでしょうね。白兵戦ならあれは最強のサーバントよ。きっと歴代のサーバントの中でもあれと並ぶやつはいないと思う。私もバーサーカーに襲われたら逃げ延びる手段はないわ。
Poor hero guy is just suffering in the story. He doesn't know too much right now. But on the positive side, he gets to look at Rin while she talks. Not in a straight up fight, that's the ultimate close quarter servant. There probably isn't anyone who can match it even among all the heroes of myth and legend. If Berserker attacks me, there's no escape.
それは俺だって同じだ。今度襲われたら、きっと次はないと思う。
That goes for me too. I'm pretty sure I won't survive the next round with that. My head moved unconsciously. Damn it. The wound is closed. Probably not even fair to call this a wound. It's a spot where a gigantic sword nearly killed me instantly. I can't shake off the sudden wave of nausea. Nausea. It wells up in me when I imagine the next time I might get a taste of that blade.
そういうこと。分かった。何もしないままで聖杯戦争の終わりを待つなんて選択肢はないってことが。
There you have it. Get that just sitting around doing nothing and waiting for the Holy Grail War, the end isn't a option.
それは分かった。けど遠坂、お前さっきから何を言いたいんだよ。ちょっと理解不能だぞ。
Yeah, I know that now, but Tosaka, I'm not sure what your
死
point
刑
is.
宣告された俺を見るのが楽しいってわけでもないだろう。ってもしかして楽しいのか。
I'm sure you're not here just to make fun of my inevitable doom.
そこまで悪趣味じゃない。
What kind of sadist do you take me for?
もうここまで言ってるのにわからない？要するに私と手を組まないかって言ってるの。
After everything I said, you still can't take a hint? I'm asking if you want to team up. Huh? What? What now? What? If I took those words at face value, that means
手を組むって俺と遠坂が？
you want to team up with me, Tosaka?
そう。私のあーちゃんは致命傷を受けて目下治療中。完全に回復するまで時間がかかるけど、それでも半人前ぐらいの活躍はできるはずよ。
Yeah, my archer's still recovering from a serious wound. It's going to take some time, but in the meantime, I'm not completely out of the fight.
ねえ、そっちはサーバントは申し分ないけど、マスターが足引っ張ってやっぱり半人前。ほら、合わせればちょうどいいわ。
And while your servant is superb, her master's dragging her down. Big or half is effective. See, putting the two of us together and you've got a hold.
俺そこまで半人前なんかじゃないぞ。
Hey, I'm not that bad of a mage.
私が知る限りでもう3回も死にそうになったのに、1日で3回も殺されかける人間なんて初めて見たけど。
I saw 3 times in which you almost died. You're the first person I know who's had that happen in a single day.
けどそれは。
But
同盟の対価ぐらいは払うわ。アーチャーを倒されたことはチャラにしてあげて、マスターとしての知識も教えてあげる。ああ、あと暇があればエミヤ君の魔術の腕を見てあげてもいいけど。どう？
I'll make it worth your while. I'll let you get off for getting Archer hurt and teach you what you need to know to be a master. Oh, and if you have time, I can even give you some pointers on your magecraft. Deal? This is an attractive proposition. I know next to nothing, and Tosaka does seem knowledgeable. And I'd like to avoid you.
エミヤ君、答え聞かせてほしいんだけど。
Enya, I'm waiting for your answer. Urges me to make a choice. Oh no! This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. What happens if you don't don't join her. それじゃあ、Illyasviel von Einzbern の Meeting Illya Again 第1話 Illyasviel so weird. I kind of want to say no to see where it goes. I'm gonna hit no. I want to see where this goes. Sorry, we can't team up. Oh, I want to see where this goes. Because in the anime they team up. So I want to see where this goes. This isn't something I should be agonizing over. I'm an amateur while Tosaka's a first-rate mage and master. Given what happened last night, teaming up with her is clearly the wiser choice. But...
エミヤくん、返事聞きたいんだけど。
Emiya, I want to hear your answer. Doing it right now feels like jumping the gun. I don't think Tosaka's trying to deceive me, but I should figure things out on my own first. Otherwise, I won't know right from wrong.
すまん、登坂。
Sorry, Tosaka.
心配してくれるのはありがたいけど、いい返事はできない。ことがことだからな。簡単に方針を決めちゃいけない気がする。
I appreciate your concern, but I can't give you the answer you want. As heavy as the whole thing is, I don't think I should jump into a decision here. I made her glare and dig my proverbial heels in. Tosaka slowly narrows her eyes and then gives an emotionless nod.
それじゃあ交渉は決裂ね。まあ、確かにエミヤくんの言い分も正しいわ。本当に勝つ気があるなら、誰も信用できないもの。
Then I guess that's it. Though you're right about one thing. If you really want to win, you can't trust anyone. Is she gonna kill us?
そんなことないぞ。俺、登坂は信用してる。ただ、一人で決められることじゃないだけだ。俺がセイバーのマスターなら、あいつに無断で約束はできない。
That isn't true. I trust you, Tosaka. I just don't think I can make this decision on my own. If I'm Saber's master, then I shouldn't make commitments. Then I shouldn't make commitments without looping her in.
なるほど。確かにそうね。
But you are a
あなた
master
は
now.
もうれっきとしたマスターなんだから。
Tosaka nods again in acceptance and quickly turns away. Her long hair sways as she walks away. With that, the girl, who might have been my ally, turns back.
それじゃあね。次に出会ったら敵同士だから。
See you around. Next time we'll meet as enemies. And leaves me with a cold warning, just like Ilya did. I would have liked to join her, but I am curious what happens. You don't. Okay. I take a quick breath and try to organize my thoughts. I hadn't even had time to think since witnessing that fight between Lancer and Archer back at school. Lancer stabbed me in the chest at school, somehow I survived and got home. Then Lancer attacked me
セイバー
again.
に助けられて、マスターになった。
Saber saved me, and I became a master. So then I had things explained at the church. Holy Grail War, a battle to the death. A Holy Grail, a device used to grant any wish to the victor. Still so much I don't understand, but I have a reliable guide to help me
そう
out.
だな。まずはセイバーに話を聞かないと。
I should go and talk to Saber. I regret my decision! I regret my decision! I regret my decision! I wanted it to be my partner! After making a full round of the house, Saber's nowhere to be found. I even checked the detached guest rooms, but I can't
お
find
か
her.
しいな。あの格好なんだ。いればすぐにわかりそうなもんだけど。
That's weird. That armor isn't exactly camouflage. So, a fully armed and armored Saber still eludes me. Mostly servants can turn into spiritual form, but unfortunately she can't with me. No, first of
マスター
all,
だなんて言うけど、俺、あいつのことを何にも知らないんだよな。
even though I'm called the master, I don't know anything about her. I don't even know what Saber is or how servants are able to exist. The one thing I do know is it really doesn't matter how much stronger or better someone is. They can be wounded in a fight and they bleed when they're wounded. Saber is still Silent Dojo. She looks different than she had last night. Saber's sitting upright, her legs tucked beneath her. On the wooden floor, she's not wearing her armor. She changed to rather elegant clothes that really suited her. Now she sits and waits. Words fail me at the sight. Oh no, not again! Saber looks beautiful. She strikes a refined, dignified figure as she sits there, eyes closed. seems to almost merge with the silence, like nothing so much as still water. And that reminds me of any further doubt in my mind. Servant or whatever it is, she seems synchro. Okay? What does that mean? So from now on, I'm sure I won't go down the wrong path. Saber? Thought? Saber calmly opens her eyes and meets my gaze.
目が覚めたのですね、シロ。
You're awake, Shiro. Voice is serene. Rich and calm about her voice hangs in the air.
ついさっき目が覚めた。セイバーはここで何を？
Yeah, I just woke up. What are you doing here?
体を休めていました。私にはシロの手当てはできませんから。今はせめて自身を万全にしておこうと思いまして。
I was resting. Since I cannot treat you, I figured I would at least ensure that my body is in as condition as I can make it. Saber gives me a straightforward response as she scrutinizes. This is, nervous in a different way than Saka.
シロ、どうしました？やはり体がまだ。
Shiro, what is it? Is your body still?
いや、こっちも問題ない。勝手に戸惑ってるだけだから、気にしないでくれ。
No, I'm totally fine. It's something else, really. It's nothing. I could take a step back and shake my head. Teenager hormones? Looking away from Saber, who tilts her head at me quizzically, I try to calm my rapid
落ち
heartbeat.
着け。何緊張してんだ、俺は。
Hold up yourself. Why are you getting worked up like this? A deep breath. I don't think this feeling is going away anytime soon.
もう、なんだって着替えてるんだよ、あいつ。
Why did she have to change? I can't help myself. With Saber in that outfit, I can't help but actually think she's real now. Seriously, she's drop-dead gorgeous. I mean, I saw that yesterday, but it's actually setting in now. And seeing her dressed in a girlish outfit like that, it makes it really difficult for a normal boy my age to act properly.
シロ、
Shiro? As soon as we make eye contact, I feel my nervousness grow. Then again, I wasn't looking everywhere for her just to stay silent. It's uncomfortable, but I can't let it be awkward
よ
forever.
し、
Alright.
いいかな、セイバー。こうやって落ち着いて話すのは初めてだけど。
May I, Saber? This is the first time for us to sit down and actually figure things out, but... I bite the bullet. But then...
シロ、
Her face...
話の前に昨夜の件について言っておきたいことがあります。
Shiro, before that, there is something I'd like to address regarding last night. She interrupts me, obviously displeased, making her earlier calm hard to fathom.
いいけど、なんだよ、話って。
Sure, what is it?
ですから昨夜の件です。
As I said, last night.
シロは私のマスターでしょう。そのあなたがあのような行動をしては困る。戦闘は私の領分なのですから、シロは自分の役割に徹してください。自分から無駄死にをされては私でも守りようがない。
You are my master. It's troubling if you take such action. Combat is my turn, but please stay behind me and get out of the direct line of fire. I cannot protect you when you go out on your own, apparently determined to die in vain as you nearly did. Saber doesn't mince words. Her clipped tone is enough to make me forget my anxiety.
なんだよ、それ。あの時はああでもしなけりゃ、お前が切られてたじゃないか。
What the heck? If I hadn't intervened, you'd have been cut in half.
その時は私が死ぬだけでしょう。シロが傷つくことではなかった。
Perhaps I would have died. You would not have been hurt.
繰り返しますが、今後あのような行動はしないように。
Sorry, Saber, but your stomach can't help. Let me repeat myself. Do not do that again.
マスターであるあなたが私をかばう必要はありませんし、そんな理由もないでしょう。
My master need not defend me, nor is there any reason to do so.
バカ言ってんな。女の子を助けるのに理由なんているもんか。
Don't be stupid. I don't need a reason to protect a girl. Saber stiffens as if surprised to see me upset at her. Then her look becomes one of indescribable indescribable dignity. I found myself taking a step back at her severe expression. Now I just feel embarrassed, like I've said something incredibly tone deaf.
ともかくうちまで運んでくれたのは助かった。それに関しては礼を言う。
Anyway, thanks for taking me home. I appreciate that. I turn around and thank her. It's embarrassing enough to thank her like this, but the situation feels even more awkward. Even though it's only right to thank the person who saved my life.
それはどうも。サーバントがマスターを守護するのは当たり前ですが、感謝をされるのは嬉しい。シロは礼儀正しいのですね。
You're most welcome. It is a servant's duty to protect their master. But it is still nice to be acknowledged. You were very courteous.
いや、別に礼儀正しくなんかないぞ、俺。
I don't think I'm particularly polite, actually. There is something more pressing I need to bring up.
話を戻すぞ、セイバ
Let's get back on topic,
ー。
Saber.
いや、改めて聞くけど、お前のことはセイバーって呼んでいいのか？
Oh, I can call you Saber, right?
はい。サーバントとして契約を交わした以上、私はシローの剣です。その命に従い、敵を撃ち、あなたを守る。
Yes, as a servant who has formed a pact with you, I am your sword. I shall follow your orders, your enemies, and protect you. Saber does not hesitate in the slightest to give ransom, which only leaves no room for
俺
doubt.
の剣になるか。それは聖杯戦争とやらに勝つためにか。
You are my sword, even the Holy Grail thing?
シローはそのために私を呼び出したのではないのですか？
Is that not why you summoned?
違う。俺がお前を呼び出したのはただの偶然だ。
No, actually, it was a coincidence.
セイバーも知ってる通り、俺は半人前の魔術師だからな。セイバーには悪いが、俺にはマスターとしての知識も力もない。
You have figured this out, but I'm not a full-fledged mage. I'm sorry, but I have no real knowledge of power as a
けど
master.
戦うと決めたからには戦う。未熟なマスターだけど、セイバーはそれでいいのか？
Now that I've decided to, I'll fight. I'm inexperienced as a master, but are you okay with that?
もちろん。私のマスターはあなたです、シロー。
Of course. You are my master chief.
これはどうあっても変わらない。サーバントにマスターを選ぶ自由はないのですから。
That is an immutable fact. Servants do not have the freedom to choose their master. I didn't know. If it's true, I'll need to respect Saber's needs and actions as best I
分か
can.
った。それじゃあ、俺はお前のマスターでいいんだな、セイバー。
Got it. Then are you okay with me being your master, Saber?
ええ。ですがシロー、私のマスターに敗北は許さない。
Yes. However, Shiro, I will not allow to
あなた
be.
に賞賛がなければ私が作る。可能である全ての手段を用いて、あなたには聖杯を手に入れてもらいます。
If you do not have any chance, it is my duty to carve out the path to victory. I will use any means possible to have you win the Holy Grail.
私たちサーバントは無償であなたたちマスターに仕えるのではない。私たちも聖杯を欲するがゆえに、あなたたちに仕えるのだから。
We servants do not serve our masters out of charity. We serve you because we also desire the Holy Grail.
ちょっと待って。聖杯が欲しいって、セイバーもそうなのか？
Huh? Hold on. You mean you want the Holy Grail too?
当然でしょう。もとより霊体である聖杯に触れられるのは同じ霊格を持つサーバントだけです。
Of course. Originally, only the ones who can touch the Holy Grail spiritual forms of servants were also spirits.
聖杯戦争に勝利したマスターはサーバントを介して聖杯を手に入れる。その後
I think
サ
Kiri
ーバ
brought
ン
it
ト
up
の見返り
too.
として望みを
And
叶
Bryn
える。
also. The master who is victorious in the Holy Grail War will also obtain the Holy Grail through their servant. Afterwards, the servant's wish will be granted in repayment.
それがサーバントとマスターの関係です、シロー。
That's the nature of the relationship between servant and master. I feel like anything. P240. I'm doing good, thank you. I feel like everything Rin and Kiri told them about how the servants also want the grail just went in one ear and out the other. Oh, come to think of it, there's no reason these absurdly strong heroic spirits would listen to humans normally. They have their own reasons for serving masters. Yes, Rin told you that. Which means Saber has a wish she wants granted. That's why Saber doesn't hesitate to fight, even if their master is incomplete as I am.
よし。それじゃあもう一つ聞いていいか。
Okay then, can I ask one more thing?
マスターっていうのはサーバントを召喚する魔術師のことだよな。
You said masters are mages who summon servants, right?
それはいいんだけど、セイバーたちのことが俺にはまだよくわからない。セイバーとかランサーとかどうも本名じゃないのはわかるんだが。
I get that, but I still don't quite understand your side of things. I do know that Saber and Lancer aren't your real names, though.
ええ、私たちの呼び名は役割ごとにつけられた呼称に過ぎません。そうですね。この際ですから大まかに説明してしまいましょう。
Yes, those are only the names that are given based on each of our roles. Alright, I should use this as an opportunity to give you a rough explanation.
私たちサーバントは英霊です。
We servants are heroic
それぞれ
spirits.
が自分の生きた時代で名を馳せたか、あるいは人の身に余る偉業を成し遂げた者たち。
Each of us made a name for ourselves in our respective time periods. We accomplished some great deed beyond human
どの
capability.
ような手段であれ、一個人の力だけで神域まで上り詰めた存在です。
Whatever that means, we are beings who have sublimated to deity-esque status. That much is obvious. Heroic spirits have supernatural abilities while they were alive, were celebrated after their deaths, promoted to higher spiritual rank, and a ghost or such.
ですが、それは同時に短所でもあります。私たちは英霊であるがゆえに、その弱点を記録に残している。
At the same time, that is also our weakness. Because heroic spirits each left a mark upon history, our weaknesses are also
名を
recorded.
明かす。正体を明かすということは、その弱点をさらけ出すことになります。
By revealing our names and identities, we would be revealing our weaknesses.
そうか。英雄ってのは大抵何らかの苦手な相手があるもんな。だからセイバーなんて呼び名で本当の名前を隠しているのか。
I see. Heroes usually do have some kind of opponent they are weak against. So that's why you're using a name like Saber and concealing your real name.
はい。もっとも、私がセーバーと呼ばれるのは、そのためだけではありません。
Yes, however, that is not the only reason I'm called Saber.
聖杯に招かれたサーバントは7人いますが、その全てがそれぞれのクラスに応じて選ばれているのです。
There are 7 servants who are called forth by the Holy Grail. Each of them are selected according to their
クラ
class.
ス。そのセイバーとかアーチャーとか。
Class? So that's where Saber and Archer come from.
そうです。元より英霊を丸ごと召喚するということ自体は奇跡に近い。それを7人分というのは聖杯でも手に余る。
That is correct. First of all, summoning a heroic spirit is himself close to a miracle. To summon 7 of them is too much even for the Holy
そ
Grail.
の解決のため、聖杯はあらかじめ7つの器を用意し、その器に適合する英霊だけを呼び寄せた。この世界に我々が存在できるよりしろを用意したのです。
In order to solve that, the Holy Grail prepares 7 vessels beforehand, and only calls forth heroic spirits who are compatible with those vessels. Such vessels are like objects that keep us temporarily bound to the
それが
spell.
7つの役割。
They are the 7 classes.
セーバー、ランサー、アーチャー、ライダー、キャスター、アサシン、バーサーカー。聖杯は役割に該当する能力を持った英霊をあらゆる時代から招き寄せる。
The Holy Grail calls forth heroic spirits with abilities that correspond to each role from any time.
そうしてクラスという殻をかぶった者はサーバントと呼ばれるのです。
And those who are assigned to these classes are called servants.
なるほど。じゃあセイバーは剣に優れた英霊だからセイバーとして呼ばれたってことか。
I get it. So you're you're a saber because you're a heroic spirit who is good with the sword.
はい
Yes, sure.
属性を複数持つ英霊もいますがこと剣に関しては私の右に出る者はいないと自負しています。
Correct. There may be some heroic spirits who possess multiple attributes, but I would say in all humanity, there are none better than I with the sword.
もっとも
You're smart.
それがセーバーの欠点でもある。
However, that is also my disadvantage.
私は魔術師ではありませんからマスターの剣となって敵を撃つことしかできない。
I am not a mage, so I can only defeat enemies as your sword.
剣謀術数には向かないってことだな。いや、それは欠点じゃないと思うけど、セイバーはあんなに強いんだからもうそれだけで十分だろう。
I mean, you're not good at the cloak and dagger stuff, but I don't consider that a weakness. You're more than strong enough as a saber.
シロ戦闘で強いだけではこの戦いは勝ち抜けません。
Sure, battles are not won through my alone.
例えばの話ですが敵が自身より白兵戦で優れている場合あなたならどうしますか？
This is hypothetical, but if your enemy is better at close combat than you, then what would you do?
いや、そうだな。正面から戦っても勝てないって分かってるなら戦わずに何とかするしかな。
Well, I guess I know I wouldn't be able to win if I just fight head on, so I would have to do something without fighting. I understand once I say that. If the opponent's strong, of course you wouldn't pick a direct fight with them. Defeating opponents with a sword isn't the only way to fight. If you can't beat your opponent with a sword, you just have to come up with another way.
そういうことです。白兵戦で優れていると相手に知られた場合相手はまず白兵戦など仕掛けてこないでしょう。そういった意味で言うと能力に劣ったサーバントはあらゆる手を尽くしてくる。
That is correct. If your opponent discovers that you are skilled in close combat, then they will most likely not challenge you thusly. In that sense, servants will lack the ability to use any means possible. In that sense, servants will lack the ability to use any means
アサシ
possible.
ンのサーバントは能力こそ低いですが気配を隠すという能力がありますしキャスターのサーバントはこの時代にはない魔術に精通している。
The assassin servant lacks combat capability, capacity, but has the ability to hide its presence. And the caster servant is proficient in magecraft that does not exist in
単
this
純な
age.
戦力差だけで楽観はできません。
These words are
加えて私たちには宝具がある。どのようなサーバントであれ英霊である以上は必殺の機会を持っているのです。
You cannot be optimistic from power difference. Additionally, we have things called noble phantasm. No matter what kind of servant we are, as heroic spirits, you have the opportunity to create a fatal attack. Noble phantasm? I have not heard the term. I think you can glean the meaning from the words.
宝具とはサーバントが持つ特別な武具のことです。
Noble phantasms are a special weapon that servants
ラン
have.
サーの槍やアーチャーの弓それに私の剣などが該当します。
Weapons like Lancer's spear, Archer's bow, and my sword are all such treasured
英雄
tools.
とはそれ単体で英雄とは呼ばれません。彼らはシンボルとなる武具を持つがゆえにヒーローとして特化している。
Heroes do not become so by themselves. It is due to their chosen weapon, the very symbol of their existence, that they are recognized as
英
heroes.
雄とその武装は一つなのです。ゆえに英霊となった者たちはそれぞれが強力な武具を携えています。
Heroes and their armaments are one. As such, those who become heroic spirits bear famed and powerful
それ
weapons.
が宝具サーバントたちの切り札であり私たちが最も警戒すべきものです。
That is what noble phantasms are. Servants' trump card. They are also what we need to fear most. Theory says that noble phantasms are weapons that heroic spirits had while they were alive. I recall that Blue Knight's spear. He sucked up all the magical energy in the air and stabbed Saber's chest with an impossible trajectory. That's something a normal human can handle. The spear itself carried a strong curse, but I felt an amount of energy and another level of the words Lancer said back too. Could that be...
セイバー、宝具ってのは魔術なのか？
Saber? Are noble phantasms magecraft?
確かに ランサーの槍は曰くありげな槍だったけど、それ自体は槍っていう領域から出てなかっただろ。
Enter's spear certainly seemed like something with history, but the spear itself was not extraordinary.
あいつの言葉で、あの槍は武器の領域から逸脱した。それって魔術の類じゃないのか。
But with his words, the spear went beyond the realm of weapons. Isn't that a type of magecraft?
ええ、確かに宝具は魔術に近い。
Yes, noble phantasms are certainly similar to
例えばラ
magecraft.
ンサーの槍です。彼の槍はそれ自体が宝具ではありますが、その進化を発揮するのは魔力を注ぎ込み、その神明を口にした時だけです。
As you say, Lancer's spear, it is a noble phantasm, but its true value is demonstrated only when it puts magical energy into it and says its true
宝具
name.
とはある意味形になった神秘ですから。
Noble phantasms are technically mythics that are
魔
materialized.
術の発現に栄唱が必要なように、宝具の発動にも栄唱、神明による覚醒が必要になる。
This is not very good. I'm so pretty, Val. You lower the volume of the game a little. I can barely hear you. Oh, I'll lower the game a little bit. Wait a little. Let me see. Thank you for letting me know about the volume issue. I didn't. Let me lower it a little. Hopefully that's a little better. That's okay. Just as incantations are necessary to achieve magecraft, noble phantasms also need their true name to be recited in order to awaken and activate them.
ですが、これにも危険はあります。宝具の神明を口にすれば、そのサーバントの正体が分かってしまう。
However, it also has its dangers. By saying the true name of a noble phantasm, the servant's identity will be revealed.
そっか。英雄と武器はセットだもんな。持ってる武器の名前が分かれば、おのずと持ち主の正体も知れる。
I get it. Heroes and weapons are a set. If you know the name of the weapon, you can work out who wields it. Saber nods in silence. That is why Noble Phantasms is a trump card. That's why the Noble Phantasm is a trump card. In exchange for revealing their identity, it would launch an unavoidable fatal blow. And if that attack misses or fails, the servant has revealed their weakness.
それじゃあセイバー、お前の宝具はあの見えない剣なのか。
So, Saber, is your Noble Phantasm that invisible sword?
そうですね。ですが、あれはまだ正体を明かしていません。今の状態で私の神明を知るサーバントはいないでしょう。
Yes, however, I have not revealed its identity yet. At this point, there should not be any servants who know my true name. With that, Saber looks away uncomfortably for a second.
シロ、その件についてお願いがあります。
Shiro, I have a request about that matter.
お願いってどんな？
Huh? What kind of request?
私の神明のことです。本来サーバントはマスターにのみ神明を明かし、今後の対策を練ります。
It is about my true name. Normally, servants reveal their true name only to their master, so they can plan strategies for the battle
で
ahead.
すがシローは魔術師として未熟です。
However, you are inexperienced as a
優
mage.
れた魔術師ならば、シローの思考を読むことも可能でしょう。ですから、
If you encounter a superior mage, they should be able to read your mind. Therefore,
名前は明かせないってことか。そうだな。確かにその通りだ。催眠とか暗示とかいないとは思うけど、他のマスターに魔眼持ちがいたらベラベラ秘密を喋りかねないし。
so you can't reveal your name, huh? Yeah, you're right. Like hypnosis or being hit with whisper type spell, or well, I doubt it. But if other masters have mythic eyes, then I might start babbling.
よし、そうしよう。セイバーの宝具の使いどころはセイバー自身の判断に任せる。
Okay then, I'll leave it up to you to decide when to use your noble phantasm.
その 本当にそんなにあっさりと。
Are you certain to make such a rash decision?
あっさりじゃないぞ。ちゃんと考えて納得したんだ。
It's not rash. I thought it over and I'm satisfied by the conclusion I reached.
考えた末の合意だから気にすんな。
I did think it through, so don't worry. Moving on. We talked through most things, but I still don't think I understand the whole situation.
なあ、セイバー。マスターやサーバントってなんか目印はないのか？このままじゃどうも勝手がわからないんだが。
Saber, do masters and servants have some sort of mark? I don't really know what I should be doing.
いいえ、残念ながら明確な判別方法はありません。
No, unfortunately, there is no definitive way to identify them.
近くにいるのならサーバントはサーバントの気配を察知できます。それが実体化しているのならなおさらです。サーバントはそれ自体が強力な魔力ですから。
But if other servants are near, a servant can sense their presence. All the more so if they have a physical form. Servants themselves are powerful forces. Servants themselves are a powerful magical energy.
シローもバーサーカーの気配は感じ取れたでしょ。
You were able to sense Berserker's presence, correct?
それはそうだけどな。襲われて初めてわかるなんていうのはまずいだろう。せめて近づかれる前に気づかないと対応できない。
That's true. Would it be bad if I can only tell once I'm attacked, right? I need at least notice where they approach, or else I won't be able to take some kind of countermeasure.
ではマスターの気配をたどるのはどうですか？マスターとて魔術師です。魔術を生りとする以上魔力は必ず漏れています。それを探ればこの町にいるマスターは特定できるのでは。
And how about tracking the master's presence? Masters are mages. Since they use magecraft for a living, there will always be a magical energy that is linked. If you search for that, you may be able to identify the master's whereabouts.
悪い。あいにくそんな器用な真似はできない。
Sorry, unfortunately I can't do anything requiring skills like that. I mean, I didn't even realize Tosaka's identity and we go to the same school. We were in the same building for 2 years, and on top of that, I saw her many times.
参ったな。これじゃ確かに半人前ってバカにされるわけだ。マスターとしての証も霊樹だけだし、前途は多難か。
No wonder I get made fun of for being an amateur. My only proof as a master is my command spell. Looks like I have a tough road ahead of me. I sigh heavily, and then...
シロー、少し目を閉じてもらえますか？
Shiro, can you close your eyes? Saber's face is stern as she speaks.
目を閉じるってなんで？
My eyes, why?
あなたがマスターだと証明するためです。いいですから目を閉じて呼吸を整えてください。
I'm going to prove that you are a master. Just listen to me. Close your eyes, regulate your breathing. Close my eyes. Slightly touching my forehead. Wait, it's oddly... Could it be the end of her sword?
セイバー、ちょっと待って。なんか変なことしてないか、お前。
Saber? Hold on, are you sure you're not doing anything weird?
マスター、黙って私の指先に意識を集中してください。あなたも魔術師ならそれでこちらの魔力を感じ取れるでしょう。
Master, be quiet and concentrate on my fingertips. You are a mage. You'll be able to feel my magecraft energy. Magical energy. Oh, so it's Saber's finger touching. I put myself together and quiet my mind. Oh. What is this?
セイバー、今のなんだ？
Saber, what was that?
なんだではありません。あなたと私は契約によってつながっているのですから、私の状態は把握できて当然です。
You and I are connected through a contract, so it is natural to understand my condition.
把握って今のが？
Understand?
どのような形で把握したのかは知りません。サーバントの能力を測るのはあくまでシローが見る基準です。単純に色で識別するマスターもいれば、獣に例えて見分けるマスターもいます。
I do know how you saw it. Your standards are what sets how you measure a servant's ability. There are some masters who distinguish simply through color, and there are other masters who understand by comparing themselves to peace.
つまり個人差はあれど本人にとって最も判別しやすい捉え方をするということです。
In other words, it varies by person, but one perceives it in the easiest way for them to identify.
これはマスターとしての基本ですから今後は頻繁に確かめてください。私と同様一度見た相手ならばその詳細が理解できているはずですから。
This is the basics of being a master, but from now on, you should be able to understand the details of someone after seeing them once. I think I get it now. I was surprised because it was so sudden, but I might be able to act a bit more like a master now.
マスター、簡略しましたが私にできる説明は以上です。
Master, this concludes my abbreviated explanation.
ああ、駆け足だけど合点がいった。すまなかったな、セイバー。
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but it makes sense. Sorry for the trouble, Saber.
すまなかったではありません。
There's no need to
状
apologize.
況が分かったのならこれからどうするかを決めるべきではないですか。
You need to understand the situation we are in and make decisions about our next steps. Saber leans forward attentively, waiting my next word. This tells me Saber is probably the same as Tosa. He's the sort to strike
い
first.
や、どうするも何も別段変わったことはしないぞ。
Well, I don't think we'll do anything particularly to.
遠坂みたいに自分から他のマスターを倒しに行くなんて気はないからな。
I don't go looking for other masters. I'm like Tosa.
シロ、それでは話が違う。あなたはマスターとして聖杯を手に入れる気がないのですか。
Shiro, that is not what we just talked about. Do you not have any intention of pursuing the Holy Grail in your capacity as a master? Saber's eyes narrow. Those are the eyes of a cool-headed knight that does not accept any disagreement. I stare back, let myself be intimidated, and clearly convey my intention.
ああ、ある。けど、それは悪いやつに渡らないようにしたいからだ。俺には自分から聖杯が欲しいっていう理由はない。
Of course I do, but only because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I don't really have any particular reason to want the Holy Grail for myself.
けど、それは戦わないって意味じゃないぞ。
That doesn't mean I'm not going to fight.
見習いだけど、俺は魔術師だ。自分が後戻りできない場所にいることぐらい理解してる。無傷で何もしないままじゃ生き残れないってことは分かってる。
I'm a mage. Even if I'm an amateur, I know I can't back out of the situation now, and that I won't make it. I know I can't back out of the situation now, and that I won't make it out alive if I just sit and do
で
nothing.
は魔術師として避けられない戦い、つまり聖杯を手に入れるためではなく聖杯による争いを防ぐために戦うというのですか、あなたは。
So in this battle that you cannot avoid as a mage, instead of fighting to obtain the Holy Grail, are you saying you are fighting to prevent the conflict?
ああ、そういうことになるのか。そうだな。きっとそういうことだ。うまく言葉にできないけど、そういう戦いになら価値があるだろう。
I guess that's what it means. Yeah, that's it. I can't really explain it, but I feel like that's something worth fighting for. Yeah. Honestly, the idea of the Holy Grail doesn't feel real to me. But preventing battles, that I can fight my hardest for and do it with pride.
わからない。シロは魔術師だというならば万能である聖杯を欲するはずです。自分では叶えられない望みがあるからこそ魔術師は魔術を極めるのではないのですか。
I don't understand. You say you are a mage. If so, you should desire the omnipotence of the Holy Grail. Do mages not master their craft because they have a wish they cannot grant them?
何言ってるんだ。叶えられない望みなんて持ってないぞ、俺。やらなくちゃいけないことは山ほどあるけどな。
Oh, thank you guys. For the game sound plus like let me see. So I should lower the volume even more? Me. Thank you for the help. Hopefully that's a little better. Plus it seems like your mic is cut off at syllables. I think it might be my filter. I'll try to speak a little louder. Certain profiles are important, so please read them. Okay. Wait, let me save real quick. Because I actually didn't take a look at it after we got it. Thank you so much for your help, Sire, Sunbright, and Adam. Let me see. I will take a look at them. Then... Ooh! Oh! Oh, that is so cool! We don't know the Noble Phantasm yet. I don't think I want to read this on stream because these are kind of long. Volume seems fine too. I've lowered it a little bit because YouTube chat thinks it's a little loud and drowning me out. I will read this probably in my spare time because this is kind of long. Thank you so much for your help. Wait, do we have anything for Archer? Do we have anything for Archer since we have seen Archer and Lancer? Oh, we do! Okay, but we do have the other ones. Okay, so we have Archer. Okay, that's cool. Good. Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Okay, hopefully the volume's a little better now. I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't have any unfulfillable wishes. I do have a lot of things that I have to do, though. Yeah. That's why I need everything in my power to keep innocent... Wait, that's why I need to do everything in my power to keep innocent people out of this battle.
それではシローは聖杯がいらないというのですか？聖杯のためには戦わないと。
Does that mean you do not need the Holy Grail? You will not fight for it?
そうは言ってないだろう。戦うからには聖杯は手に入れるつもりだぞ。
That is not what I'm saying. I have every intention of getting the Holy Grail since I'm going to fight.
それこそ矛盾している。あなたには必要がないものをなぜ戦ってまで欲するというのです。
Your words are contradictory. Why would you bother fighting for something that you have no need of? Huh? Well, because winning means you get the Holy Grail, and most of all...
セイバーには必要なんだろ？なら必ず手に入れなくちゃ。
You need it, right? Then we have to get it.
なあ、他のマスターがどんなやつかは知らない。
Yeah, I don't know what kind of people the other masters are
もしか
like.
すると中にはすごくいいやつだっているかもしれない。
Some of them may be really good people.
俺はセイバーの味方をするって決めたんだ。そのセイバーが聖杯を手に入れたいっていうなら最大限手を貸すのは当たり前だろう。
But I decided I'm going to be on your side. And if you want the Holy Grail, then I'm going to give it my all to help you.
その親父の受け売りなんだけどな。正義の味方になるんだったらエゴイストになれって。
I'm only echoing my old man's opinion, but if you want to champion justice, you need to be an egoist.
誰にも彼にも味方なんてしてたら意味がないんだから、自分が信用できる、自分が好きな相手だけの味方をしなくちゃダメだって。
It's pointless to support everybody, so you need to ally yourself with people that you like and trust.
今までそうは思えなかったけど、今はそう考えるべきだと思う。
I never thought of it that way, but now I think I
俺
should.
は自分のために戦うなんてのはできない。
I just can't fight for myself.
セイバーのために戦うんならそれがいい。
But what I can do is fight for you, Saber. And to be honest, if it's something this girl wants that seriously, it's only natural to want to obtain it for her no matter what. Use the music's a bit louder than the Japanese dub as well. That's so weird. I wonder, I don't think I messed with any of the settings, so the default voices and stuff just really... Actually... Volume... Volume mix? I'll lower it one notch. We'll go up to 30, see if that fixes it. Maybe that will sounds. We'll have to see. Let's see how Shiro and Saber sound now. I mean, don't all guys think that way?
では、私が聖杯を諦めれば戦わないというのですか、あなたは。
Does that mean you would forfeit the fight if I give up the Grail? I wouldn't want that. But if Saber does that, everything I thought of so far falls apart.
それでも同じだ。一度戦うと言ったんだ。
No, it doesn't matter. I already said I would
だから逃
fight.
げない。これは絶対だぞ、セイバー。
That's why I won't run away. I've already decided, Saber. I look her straight in the eye as I declare this. Saber doesn't respond immediately. She takes a deep breath, then looks at me. By 20%? It's interesting that, like, the music is, like... I felt like they would have optimized the game when they released it. I wonder if it's my OBS or something that's changing, because it's kind of weird. I feel like the game would have been at perfect volume when it first comes out. Oh wait! This is an option. Maybe I should try this. And then I'll bring, I didn't know, that's cool that that's an option. I'll bring the BGM back up. What was it? Was that at 40 before? I'll set it back to 35. Lower BGM. Yeah, this might be what... This might be... We'll try this. I think this might be a good option. Saber doesn't respond immediately. She takes a deep breath, then looks at me.
わかりました。マスターであるあなたがそう言うのなら、私は従うだけです。
Understood.
私
If
の
you
目
say
的は
that as
聖杯であり、あなたの目的が争いの朝廷であっても、行き着く場所は同じですから。
Understood. If you say so as a master, I simply have to obey. My objective is the Holy Grail, while your goal is to stop the battle. Our ultimate destination is still the
です
same.
わ、シロ。
But I must say one thing, Shiro. Saber stopped abruptly. She seems to look far into the distance.
私にはうまく言えないのですが、それではシロは後悔する。きっと後悔することになる。
I struggle to put it into words, but I believe you will come to regret what you've said. In fact, I'm sure of it. I've never read Fate's Stay Night, I just know it's about a Holy Grail. Could someone tell me what's going on? So there's a war between 7 servants and their masters, and they are trying to compete to win for the Holy Grail, which is known to grant any wish. So she says. And you play as the protagonist, Shiro, who is one of the masters in this war, and he wields his servant as Saber. Video games for an arcane reason use softer voices than according to the... Oh, I didn't know that was an option either. I've never messed with the settings, so I was kind of confused that the music just wasn't perfect right away. That should have been a default option, I think. That's good I looked in the settings. Thank you. Since it's noon already and we missed breakfast, we decided to have lunch for now. Saber can't turn into spirit form like Archer, unlike the other masters. I'm not providing her with magical energy that she needs. It goes without saying that I'm an inexperienced master. She says she can prevent the consumption of magical energy by getting sleep, but she can't replenish it no matter how much she limits herself. In that case, the only way to replenish her energy is by eating food. Since I'm in charge of meals, I can't cut corners.
サーバントは魔力で実体化しているんだろ
Believe, yes, believe to grant any wish. Yes. Grail is believed to grant any wish. Sermons are materialized using magical energy, right?
それじゃあ、セイバーの魔力は回復しないんだから、 戦っていけばいくほど弱っていくのか。
So then, if your magical energy isn't restored, are you going to get weaker as you fight? After putting away the dishes, I asked while I fold my apron.
全く回復しないというわけではありません。
It does not mean that energy is never
魔
restored.
力というものは活動しているうちは絶え間なく生成されるものです。自然からの供給がないサーバントでも自身の魔術回路だけで少なからず魔力を補充することができます。
Magical energy is produced within my body as long as I'm active. Even if servants do not get support from without, they can replenish their magical energy using their own magical circuits.
なんだ、なら問題はないんじゃないのか。
Oh, then there is no problem?
さて、どう説明したものか。そうですね。そこの水道を例えにしましょう。
Well, how do I explain this? Let's see. Let's use this faucet as an example.
今蛇口から水滴がこぼれていますね。それが私自身の魔力生成量だと思ってください。そしてその水滴を受け止めているグラスが私自身です。
There is water dripping from the faucet now, correct? Think of this as the amount of magical energy produced within my body. Consider the cup receiving the dripping water as
今
myself.
の状態なら少しずつではありますが、水は私に溜まっていきます。
In this state, little by little, I can accumulate magical energy.
このこぼれている水ですが、これはグラスが重ければ重いほど蛇口の線が開かれていくのです。
Now, the more water the cup holds, the more water can come out of the
私
faucet.
はグラスに水が入っている限り蛇口から水を出し続けます。けれどグラスの水がなくなった時、つまりグラスに溜まった魔力を使い切った時、蛇口は完全に閉まってしまう。
But as long as the cup holds water, water will continue flowing from the faucet. But once the cup's water runs out, when I use up my magical energy, the faucet will completely shut off.
そうなれば水の供給はなくなり、グラスはずっと乾いたままでしょう。
At which point there will be no supply of magical energy and the cup will forever stay empty.
それがサーバントにとっての消滅です。
That means termination for the servant.
肉体を維持できぬほどの傷を負うか、自身を保つほどの魔力を維持できなくなるか。
Either they
後者
receive
の
a
例
fatal
は
wound
そう
or
あ
they
り
run
得
out
る
of
ことで
magical
はありません
energy.
が。
I love the Gawain and Percival responsible for Saber's eating habits. Either they receive a fatal wound or they run out of magical energy, though the latter barely occurs.
けど、グラスに一滴でも水が残っていればいいんだろ。少しでもグラスに魔力、重さがあれば、蛇口の線は開いてるんだから、時間が経てばまたグラスに水は溜まる。
But it's fine as long as there's at least a drop left in the cup, right? So the cup has some magical energy, water, then the faucet is still on. So if time passes, the cup will fill with water.
そうですね。ですが、このグラスに溜まった水は常に失われていくのです。
That is correct. However, the water filling the cup is constantly consumed, even as we speak.
水はこうしている間にも使われていますし、戦闘となればその消費量はさらに勢いを増す。
Additionally, it is lost at an ever-increasing pace during
逆
battle.
に言えば、強力な行動ほど水を多く消費するのです。私の宝具を使用するのならば、グラスに水が満ちていようと、一瞬で空になる危険もある。
In fact, the more powerful the action, the more water it consumes. If I were to use a noble phantasm, I could empty the entire cup even if it were full. This is getting complicated. To sum it up, I am figuratively Saber's faucet. She can only restore magical energy at a slow pace since I am the only one providing an equivalent of a drip. I'm only providing the equivalent of a drip. So to fill the cup with water, she has to vanquish her enemy swiftly, followed by resting and conserving energy as efficiently as possible.
それじゃあ宝具を使うなんてのはとんでもない贅沢ってことか。
Jiro is a faucet. Oh man, so using your noble phantasm is a luxury we can't afford, huh?
そうですね。ですが使えないということはありません。
That is correct. However, it does not mean I cannot use
威
it.
力を抑えれば一度ぐらいは可能でしょう。
If I suppress its power, I should be possible to use it
何言
once.
ってんだ。そんなことさせられるか。セイバー、宝具を使うのは禁止だぞ。そんなんで死なれたりしたらどう謝っていいかわからない。
What are you saying? I can't let you do that. You are not allowed to use your noble phantasm, okay? If you die doing that, there's no way I could ever make it up to you. Saber sets her tea down. She frowns and reaches for the tea. And then, we're thankfully interrupted by the phone ringing.
日曜日、この時間にうちにかかってくる電話。
Uncle, this time on a Sunday. I have a good idea of who it is, but I'm terrified of what will happen if I were to ignore the call.
はい、もしもし、エミヤですけど。
Hello, this is Emiya.
もしもし、藤村です。
Hi, this is Fujimura. I feel dizzy. She's so overpowering. The sound of her voice is enough to pull me back to the everyday reality from before all this nonsense had happened overnight.
なんだよ。断っておくけど、俺は暇じゃないぞ、藤根。
What do you want? Just so you know, I'm busy, Fujine.
何よ。
Aw.
私だって暇じゃないわよ。今日も今日とてお休み返上して教え子の面倒を見てるんだから。
What? I'm busy too. I gave up my day off to teach my students. I like how we get to see her smug face. It's strange. It's like she's right in front of me, puffing with pride.
そうか。なら世間話をしている場合じゃないな。こっちには火事も泥棒もサーカスも来てないから、安心して部活動に励んでくれ。
Okay, well, nobody here is being robbed or dying, so you can get back to chaperoning club activities with a clear conscience and all that. I try to cut the conversation short.
ちょっと待った。恥をしのいでお姉ちゃんが電話してるっていうのに、要件も聞かずに切ったら大変なんだから。
Thank you for the recap. It's kind of weird thinking about it, that a lot of stuff has happened already and we aren't even like that far in the game. Hey, wait! Your big sister has swallowed up her pride in calling you, so it wouldn't be terrible. Wait, so it would be terrible if you hung up without listening to what I have to say. Yeah, and I've been neck deep in it for the past night. Not that saying so would help any. Though I suppose she's desperate enough to make a call. She really is in trouble?
はいよ。で、要件は何？
Okay, so what's up?
シロ私お弁当が食べたいな。シロが作った甘々の卵焼きとかどうなのよ。
Hero, I wanna eat lunch. How about those sweet rolled omelets you make?
以上、注文終わり。至急弓道部まで届けられたし、勝ち。
That'll be it for my order. I want to deliver to the Cutie Club right away. Bye. If you're interested, P, they also have the anime that you can watch. Honestly, what's up with that teacher?
しょうがねえよな。猛獣って腹減ると暴れるっていうし。
Man, they say that beasts go wild when they're hungry. I put my apron back on. Well, there's leftovers from lunch anyway, and rolled omelets are easy enough to add.
よし、できた。セイバー、ちょっと留守番頼む。
Okay, I'm done. Saber, can you watch the house for a
す
bit?
ぐに戻ってくるから待っててくれ。
Yeah, the anime is not an alternative because like the anime like covers different routes. So it's like, how to explain it? This is a visual novel. There's multiple different branches, and the anime has different branches and are adapted with varying levels of accuracy. I'll be right back, so wait here, okay? I head out into the hallway carrying Fujina's lunch. Saber follows. There are some like anime. There are some like Fate anime that aren't like connected, like directly connected to the Fate Stay Night though. Like there's a Grand Order series, and well, there's Grand Order the game. Then there's also Prisma Illya, which is kind of loosely like Illya if things were Ilya's route if things didn't go bad in this universe. There's a lot of like branching stories to the Fate universe, but the main one is Fate Stay Night, which branches off into Saber's path, Rin's path, and Sakura's path. I put on my shoes. When I look up, Saber's gonna stop me because she doesn't want me going and getting killed. Saber's also putting on her shoes without saying a word. Oh yeah, Zero mentioned it in my Twitch chat. Apocrypha is also Apocrypha is also a Holy Grail war, but it has like there's two sides with each of them having their own servant. So instead of like the regular 7 servants, there's a Saber of Red, and then there's like the Red faction, and then there's the other faction. There's a lot of different Fate series. Saber is also putting on her shoes without saying a word.
Saber?
Saber? My voice is annoyingly timid. I can already tell what she's going to say, but I have to ask. She's gonna come with us. Well, there's a lot of Fate stuff. I haven't even watched all of it because I found some of it a little much, like Prisma Illya. I only watched like bits of the first season, and then I watched the Isekai season, and then I watched the movie. But I didn't watch all of Illya. I watched like the first few episodes of the first season, then jumped when they got teleported or they went to Miyu's world. Well,
外出するのなら同伴します。サーバントはマスターを守るものですから。シロを一人で外を歩かせるなど危険です。
I shall accompany you if you are going outside. Servants protect their masters. It is dangerous to let you walk outside alone. I knew it. Well, this is something I would have run into eventually. This is a good opportunity, so I should tell her now.
マスターってのは人目につくことを避けるんだろ？なら昼間は安全だよ。人気のない場所に行かない限り、あっちから仕掛けてくることはない。
Saber, masters try to avoid drawing attention, right? Then it's safe during the day as long as I stay away from secluded areas. They won't attack me.
それは承知しています。ですが万が一ということもある。
Most people would recommend starting with either Fate Zero or Ufotable Blade Works. Here, let's see. I talked about it on Kita-shan's Kitakubu episode about how I got into Fate. But when I showed my younger cousin, who was like how many years younger? I think she's like years younger than. I believe I showed her Zero first. What I showed her. I understand. Yet to be sure.
シロはまだ未熟ですから、四六時中共にいなければならないでしょう。
Since you are still inexperienced, I need to be by your side at all times. What? At all times? Does she mean that literally?
そんなことできるわけないだろ。
That's stupid. We can't do that.
ずっと一緒にいるって、それじゃ寝るときはどうするんだよ。
It's funny because she was visiting and I put on Zero for her. We didn't finish it because she was just over to visit. But I later found out when she came to visit another time, she's like, yeah, I finished all of Zero. And then I also watched Unlimited Blade Works. I was like, oh. I kind of put her in the Fate rabbit hole. First of all, what are you going to do when it's time to sleep?
シロは私を試しているのですか。睡眠中など最も警護すべき対象です。当然、シロのそばで私も待機しますが。
Are you testing me, Shiro? I must be at the most alert while you're asleep. Of course, I'll be standing by your side. What? I quickly look away to hide my reddening cheeks and try to take a breath to calm myself down. Goodness, how stupid of me. It finally sinks in. This is what it means to fight alongside Saber.
シロ、どうしたのです？そこまで驚くことはないでしょう。昨夜リンが行ったことを私がするだけの話ではないですか。
Shiro, what's wrong? I do not think it's that surprising. I'm just going to do what Rin did last night. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go crazy before we start fighting if you do that.
ダメだそんなの。セイバーにはちゃんと部屋を用意するからそこを使ってくれ。
I nudged my cousin into hell by showing her Fate Zero. Maybe. I think we watched... How many episodes did we watch when she came over? We didn't finish it, that's for sure. We didn't even finish the first season when she came over to visit. But I showed her the first few episodes of Zero. And then when we had another family gathering, she told me she watched all of Zero and Unlimited Blade Works. So... I think I did okay. Not to mention she's younger than me and she wasn't really like super duper into anime. So I can't let this slide. I'll prepare a room for you, so use that. I won't give in even if you look at me with those eyes.
シロ、いい加減にしてほしい。大抵の矛盾は我慢してきましたが、これは譲歩できない。あなたの方針はマスターとして間違いだらけだ。理由を聞かなければ従いません。
Shiro, please put an end to this foolishness. I believe I've been patient, but I cannot abide by it any further. As a master, you continue making unreasonable choices. I cannot obey unless you explain your reasoning. Saber looks up at me frustrated. I know, Saber's scolding me. Her stare makes me want to curl in on myself, but I do my best to fight back, fire back. I mean, Shiro's giving a good reason. Like, we're trying not to stand out. And like, servants can, like, people can sense her. She's materialized. There's no reason. I'm telling you to just do as I say. It's fine during the days, so you should go ahead and rest.
断ります。明確な理由を聞かなければ、私も引き下がれない。
I refuse. If you do not give me a clear reason, I will not back down.
わかんないやつだな。セイバーは女の子なんだから、同じ部屋でなんか寝れるわけないだろう。
You don't get it, do you? Since you're a girl, there's no way we can sleep in the same room. Saber freezes.
ともかく帰ってきたら部屋を用意するから、それまで休んでいてくれ。
Anyway, I'll prepare a room once I get back, so rest until then. Bye, Saber, bye! I make a break for the door.
ガキか俺は。
Am I a kid or what? My face must be red as a tomato. I slap it as I make my way out. Well, anyway, Saber should be convinced since I told her so firmly. Though I should probably apologize for yelling when I get back. Fujina, for your tamagoyaki. I go down the hill. It takes me 30 minutes to get to school. A fair distance normally, though I'm walking pretty fast today. The reason being... She's following us? To be fair, she was pretending to be a boy her whole life. She follows behind me silently. I don't do anything, she'll follow me right to school grounds. I have to tell her clearly right now.
セイバー、家で待っていてくれって言っただろ。マスターの言うことを聞けないのか？
Saber, I told you to wait at home. You're going to disobey your master? Stop and turn around. Saber glares at me, and after a moment of clearly mulling over what to say...
さあ、サーバントがマスターの指示に従わないということは、おそらく聞こえなかったのでしょう。
She heard that! She heard that! Who knows? If a servant does not obey their master, they must have not heard them. She grumpily turns away from me. I ignore her and descend the hill. Behind me, ever present, Saber continues to pressure me without saying a word.
いい加減戻れ。これ以上ついてこられると迷惑だって。はっきり言わなくちゃわからないのか？
Go home already. Do I have to tell you directly for you to understand that it's annoying to have you following me? I glare at the girl that stays exactly 5 meters behind me. I don't know what her problem is, but I met with her silent defiance. Jeez. I don't get why she's so mad and she's being so stubborn
そ
now.
うかよ。じゃあ好きにしろ。
Okay, fine. Do what you want. This time I actually ignore her and start walking. Did Shiro say something? Nah, it must have been the wind. I go up the hill that leads to the school. Miyama has a lot of hills, but this slope is especially long. From the school building that sits atop the hill, you can get an unobstructed view from the whole town. It's a bit past 1 p.m. Fortunately, I don't see any students around on the way. Must be because it's Sunday, and the ones having club practices are taking a break after eating lunch.
ついてるって言えばついてるけどな。さすがにここから先は無理だ。
Well, I guess I'm in luck, but it won't be like that from here. With a sigh, I surrender. I turn around. Saber is making her way up the hill, still glaring. I imagine now that I've started to ignore her, she's even more grumpy.
セイバ
Oh
ー、
no! Grumpy Saber! What?
何でしょう。好きにしていいということでしたが。
Yes? You said I may do as I please.
都合のいいことだけ聞くんだな、お前は。
You only listen when it's convenient for you, huh?
当然です。私はサーバントですから、ミスミスマスターを危険にさらすわけにはいきません。
Of course. I am a servant, so I cannot let my master remain in danger while I am present.
わかった。俺の負けだ。諦めたから、一緒に学校まで行こう。そうすれ
She's
ば、
gonna sense the
お前だっ
barrier,
て
isn't
学
she?
校が安全だってわかるだろ
The
うしさ。
circles that Shinji left behind? Fine, I give up. I'm raising the white flag so you can come along. You'll understand that it's a safe place once you see it for yourself.
それと、さっきは怒鳴って悪かった。
Also, I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Huh?
ほら、そうと決まったら口裏を合わせよう。セイバーは親父の親戚で、観光がてらに遊びに来たってことでいいか。
Well, let's make up a story for you. You're a relative of my father and you came here to visit and sightsee. Is that alright? I go up the hill alongside Saber.
はい。それでシローの都合がいいのなら構いません。
Oh, yes. If that's what's convenient for you, then I do not
よ
mind.
し、それじゃあ決まりだ。そうだな。どうせ遅かれ早かれ顔合わせはするんだから、今紹介しても同じだよな。
Alright, then it's decided. Yeah, you would have met them sooner or later, so it doesn't matter if I introduce you to them now. She feels as she failed, so now she's being overprotective. That's right. She's about to meet Fujine and Sakura if she's staying at my
そうだ、
place.
セイバー。聞き忘れてたけど、その服どうしたんだ？
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, but where did you get those clothes?
これはリンがくれたものです。レーターになれない以上、普段着は必要だろうと。
Yin gave these to me. She said I would need regular clothes since I cannot turn into spirit form. That is unexpected. I'm surprised at Tosaka's kindness, but I'm more surprised that she has such mature taste.
それじゃあ、あの鎧は？今はうちに置いてあるのか？
What about your armor then? Is it back at the house?
違います。あの鎧は私の魔力で編まれたものです。解除するということは消すということ。戦闘時になればすぐにでも私の体を守るものです。
No, that armor is made from my magical energy. When I call it the supply, it disappears. When it's time for battle, I can immediately protect my body with it.
なんだ。あの武装はいつでも出したり消したりできるってことか。
I've always avoided fate to confuse me a lot. I think for the longest time, people didn't really know where to start because the visual novel wasn't available in English by legal means, if you know what I'm saying. So for the longest time, the only legal way to get into the series was through the anime. Oh, so you can make it appear and disappear at any time.
はい。ですから心配は無用です。ここで敵に襲われようと、シローは私が守護します。
Yes, so there's no need to worry. If an enemy were to attack us here, I will protect you.
そりゃ頼もしい。
I see. Yeah, that's comforting. Maybe it's in reaction to keeping quiet until now that my honest opinion slips out. Saber does not answer to my slip of the tongue and continues up the hill. We arrive at school. So I think... go for a little... We should go see Fujine and then we'll end it after we see Fujine. I can only be open about this now. I can pretend that I'm showing a new transfer student around school.
セイバー、もし誰かに呼び止められたら何も言わずに首を振るんだぞ。日本語はわかりませんって顔ができればベストだ。
Saber, if someone stops to ask you something, just shake your head without saying anything. It'll be best if you pretend you don't know Japanese.
セイバー、なんだよ、怖い顔して。脅かしっこはなしだぞ。
Saber, what's up with that grim look on your face? Don't scare me like that.
いえ、別にシローを見ていたわけではありません。ただ、魔力の残滓が強いもので驚いていただけです。
Huh? Oh, I was not looking at you, Shiro. I was just surprised at how strong the traces of magical energy are here.
魔力の残滓？本当か？
Traces of magical energy? Are you sure? Saber says so, but I don't feel anything. Well, not that I can sense magical energy unless it's really concentrated.
はい。と言っても、シローには驚くべきことでもない。リンはシローとは同学年なのでしょ？彼女ほどの魔術師が1年以上いる場所なのです。工房の一つも用意しているでしょうから、どう隠しても魔力は漏れる。
Yes, but it is not something you should be surprised about. Dean is in the same grade as you, correct? This is a place where a mage has... Wait. This is a place where a mage as strong as her has been for over a year. I'm sure she has a workshop, so the energy will leak out even if she attempts to hide it. The magical energy that Saber seems to feel is from Tosaka.
あいつも結構同志なんだな。入る前からセイバーに魔力感知されるなんて。
Oh, right, because we decided not to team up with Dean. There's a chance that we'd be enemies. That's pretty careless of her if you can sense her magical energy before you even go inside. Wait, is she in there right now?
いいえ、リン本人はいないようです。彼女がいるのならもっと強く感じ取れるでしょう。この敷地には魔術師らしき人間はいない。
No, it seems that Rin herself is not there. If she was, I would feel it even stronger. There are no humans resembling a mage on site as of
気
now.
になる違和感はありますが、とりあえず危険はありません。
Something feels off here. Something here feels off, which bothers me. But there is no
だか
danger.
ら危険なんてないって言っただろ。ほら、中に入るからちゃんとついてこいよ。
I told you I'd be fine. Come on, we're going in, so stay close.
あれ、エミヤだ。何？
It's Izuri.
もしかして食事は？
Oh, Emiya, are you in charge of lunch? Comes in handy sometimes to find someone who knows you well enough. Aiko Mitsuzuri, the captain of the Kyoto Club, even figured out my reason for being here at a
お
glance.
疲れ。お察しの通り、飯を届けに来た。藤根は中にいるか？
Hey, yeah, I'm the delivery boy, as you guessed. Is Fujina inside?
いるいる。いやー、助かった。藤村先生ったら空腹でテンション高くて困ってたのよ。学食も休みだしさ、仕方ないんで買い出しに行こうかって考えあぐねてたところ。
She is. Man, you saved us. Whenever Miss Fujimura is hungry, she's crazy. The cafeteria is closed too, so we were considering going to get food from somewhere.
そこまで深刻だったか。で、買い出しって、まさか下の豊悦に一人でか？
It was that serious? Wait, you were thinking of going down to Toyoetsu by yourself?
そこ以外にどこがあるっていうのよ。ただでさえ備品で金食ってるんだから、非常食に金は避けないでしょ。
Where else is there to go? We're already short on money for equipment, so I can't spend too much on emergency food. As I expected from Mitsuzuri, he's notorious for being stingy. By the way, Toyoetsu is the name of the supermarket in the shopping district. In the Kyoto Club, anyone who's taking a break and resting their arm muscles is sent to the grocery run as an exercise. It's a contradictory custom where it's an excuse to rest your arm, but you have to carry a lot of groceries on the way back.
そりゃ災難だったな。ほら、弁当。遅くなったけど、藤姉に渡してやってくれ。
No, we don't get to see Fujine. That sucks. Here's her lunch. It got late, but give it to Fujine, will you? Hold out a paper bag.
お、豪華三段セット。いいね。久しぶりに見た。エミヤはこういう細いの上手なのよね。
Wow, that's a fancy 3-layered set. Nice, I haven't seen that in a while. You sure are good at this sort of thing. I don't know what she's happy about, but she smiles. Well, in comparison, she's good at mass production. Mitsuzuri is usually the one in charge of dinner at our training camps, and she surprises everyone every time. The world of cooking is vast, considering how her curry was good despite having basically whole potatoes in it. Well, anyway, Mitsuzuri only looks inside the bag but doesn't take it.
嫌味はいいから受け取れ。なんか、藤姉が暴れてて大変なんじゃないのか？
Hey, no need to tease, just take the bag. Isn't it chaotic in there with Fujine going wild?
そうね。そう思うんなら、さっさと中に入って、藤村先生に手渡してあげるべし。
Hey, we do get to go see her! Yeah, if you think so, you should go in already and hand it to her.
大体ね、入り口であんたを返したなんて言ったら、もっとへそ曲げるに決まってるじゃない。
First of
私
all,
は藤村先生にしごかれたくはないからね。
First of all, you should know she'll always be mad
観念して中に入りな。
if I say I turned you away here. I don't want to be chewed out. Accept your fate and go in. Points to the dojo with her chin. True enough, it would be scary later on if I don't at least go in to see her. It's not like I came here for practice, so I can just leave as soon as I hand her the lunch. I give up and head to the archery
けど
range.
な、三辻。お前も長いんだから、朝のうちに藤姉の弁当ぐらい確認しとけよ。顧問が生徒の昼飯を物欲しそうに見て回る。なんてイメージ悪すぎるぞ。
But hey, Mitsuzuri, you've been here long enough, so you should at least check if Fujine has her lunch in the morning. It's too creepy imagining a teacher looking around at her students' lunches.
いや、それが私も今朝は疲れててさ。最近ちょっと忙しくて、あんまり余裕がないんだな。ま、あんたに愚痴ってもしょうがないんだけど。
Well, I was tired this morning. I've been busy, so I don't have much time to spare. Well, I guess there's no use complaining to you. Then she suddenly comes close and whispers in my ear.
で、エミヤ。あれ何者よ。すっごい美人だけど。知り合い？
So Emiya, who is that? She's so beautiful. Do you know her? Asked me in a nervous voice. Yeah, I'm sure anyone would be surprised seeing Saber. Especially since she's trying to follow me inside the archery range without saying anything.
どうなのよ、エミヤ。あれ、知り合い？
So, is she an acquaintance of yours?
説明すると複雑なんだが、そういうことにしておいてもらえると助かる。ついでに、あいつが部室に入ってもみんなが騒がないように言い含めてくれると、とんでもなく本に切る。
It's complicated to explain, but it would be helpful if you could say that she is. Also, if you can explain to everyone so that they won't make a fuss about her when we go in, I'll be forever in your debt.
オッケー。事情は気になるけど、その交換条件は気に入った。エミヤ、後でチャラってのはなしだからね。
Okay, I'm curious what the situation is, but I like the bargain. Don't take it back later, okay, Emiya? I open the door. Saber silently follows behind Mitsuzuri and me. We enter the dojo. The archery range after lunch break is like a noisy
藤
battlefield.
村先生、美咲さんがお腹痛くて死にそうだと言ってます。さっきの乾パン、いつの時代のだったんですか？
What the frick were they eating in here? Miss Fujimura! Misaki is saying her stomach hurts so much she's about to die. How old were those crackers?
そんなのただの腹痛よ。一緒に食べた先生は元気なんだから、美咲さんには昆布茶でも飲ませておきなさい。
That's just a stomach ache. I also ate that and I'm fine. Let's just give her some tea.
大河先生、巻きわら練習するんでストーブ移動させてください。道場の隅は寒いっす。
Miss Taiga! I'm going to practice with the target, so please let me move the stove. It's so cold in the corner of the dojo.
はい、いい度胸してる君は半ズボンで道場3周、腐った少年ともども叩き直してきなさいね。
Okay, since you've got some nerve using that name, go run 3 laps around the range in shorts. We're gonna whip you into shape.
先生、出血です。
Oh gosh, what's going on
全て
here?
頬を切りました。
What's going on? Miss Fujimura, we have someone bleeding over here. Kitiko cut her cheek with the bowstring.
その程度なら保健室に行かなくてもいいわ。
You don't have to go to the nurse's office for a wound like
裏
this.
山に植えてあるアロエでも塗っときなさい。
Just rub some aloe on. It's planted on the hill in the back.
いった。もう、なんだってこんなに裏反ってんのよ、この弓ってば。こんなんじゃうまく張れないじゃない。
Ouch, jeez. Why is this bow bent backwards? I can't string it like this.
そこ。上から押さえて張らないの。まだ若いんだから難しいんなら2人でやんなさい。ひっくり返して切り爪が離れたら後で首を折っちゃうんだから。
Hey, don't string it pushing from the top. You're still young, so get someone to help you if it's hard. If it flips and comes apart, your neck will be broken.
ほう、ポキッと大事な弓を壊した生徒、私が。
That is, I'll break your neck if you damage our bows.
先生、切り子がありません。手が滑ります。
Miss Fujimura, there's no powder. My hand is slipping.
あれ、本当？誰か物置に行って在庫を取ってきて。
Oh, really? Could someone go to the storage room and bring the stock?
先生、在庫切れです。原因は先日先生が発注を忘れたことだと思います。
What's going on in here? Sensei, we're out of stock. I think it's because you forgot to order more the other day.
じゃあ1年は野球部から老人バッグちょっぱってくること。
Oh, then the first years are to go to the baseball club and steal some Rosen bags.
うわー、むちゃくちゃだこの先生。
She's nuts! Man, this place doesn't change at all.
さて
Well, great aloe. I can't stick around this pandemonium forever.
ちょうどいい。おい、さくら。
Oh, Sakura. Oh, great timing. Hey, Sakura. I call out to the girl in the front of the row rack. I call out to the girl in front of the bow rack.
先輩。
Oops. Hold on. Gotta ban more people, it looks like. Bots. Ban. Bye. Huh? Senpai? Sakura turns the bow she's holding and runs to me, bewildered.
先輩、どうしたんですか今日は。もしかしてその。
Senpai? Why did you come here today? Could it be,
なあ、藤根に弁当を届けに来たんだ。
Yeah, I brought lunch for Fujine.
悪いんだけど、あそこでむちゃくちゃ言ってる教師を連れてきてくれ。
I'm sorry, but can you take this to that maniac teacher over there?
はい、そうですよね。そういえば先生、電話してました。
Oh, yes, right. Let's think of it, she was making a call. I'm not sure where her smile goes, but it vanishes at the same time she slumps her shoulders.
そういうこと。藤根、腹減って無理難題言ってるんだろ。手遅れかもしれないけど、とにかく弁当作ってきたから食わせてやってくれ。
Yeah, that'd be the one. When she gets hungry, Fujine becomes a dictator, huh? It might be too late now, but she can have what I made.
それと、昨日は遅くなって悪かった。晩飯作っといてくれて、サンキュー。
Also, sorry I came home late last night. Thanks for making dinner.
はい、そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。 けど。
Yes, thank you for saying so, but... Looks behind me. Here stands a golden-haired girl that is out of place in the archery range.
先輩？
先輩？
なんだ、もしかして本当に手遅れか。一応さくらの分も作っといたのも無駄？
What? Am I actually too late? I made yours just in case, too.
いえ、そんなことないです。私もお腹減ってます。
Sorry, Sakura, before you get your chance.
先生に半分あげちゃったから。
As I said, I do plan on going to all the routes, though. Going through all the routes. No, that's not true. I'm hungry too. I gave half of my lunch to Miss Fujimura.
そんなことだろうと思った。さくらのはすぐに食べられるようにしといたから、そう時間は取らないはずだ。
If I don't finish the routes on stream, I'll probably just finish them in my own free time. I still have, like, still have Tsukihime. You too? Yeah, that's what I thought. I made yours so that you can eat it right away, so it shouldn't take too much time. Not much
みんな
time.
もそういう事情なら、昼食を再開しても文句ないだろうけどな。
Well, if that's the case for everyone, I don't think anyone would complain about resuming lunch.
そうですね。それじゃあごちそうになりますけど、先輩、今日はずっと道場にいるんですか？
You're right. Then thank you for the meal. Senpai, will you be at the dojo all day today?
そうだな。せっかく来たんだし、部活が終わるまで学校にいるよ。昨日はすっぽかしたし、今日の夕飯は俺が作るから、さくらも食べに来てくれ。
I think so. Since I'm here, I might as well stay until practice is over. I skipped yesterday, so I'll make dinner today. And you should come and eat with us.
はい、喜んで。それじゃあすぐに先生を呼んできますね。先輩、お弁当だけ置いてどこかに行くのはなしですよ。
Yes, I'd love to. I'll go get Miss Fujimura. Senpai, please don't just drop off lunch and go somewhere, okay? Sakura goes to get Fujine in a hurry. When I look back, I see members buzzing in conversations over Saber, and Mitsuzuri going around to explain things. Well, for now, I think I've accomplished my goal.
お腹いっぱい。糖分も頭に回ったし、これでようやく本調子ね。
Oh, I'm so full. The sugar's flowing to my brain, so I'm falling it back to my regular self. A break. Fujine sips tea while she eats some sweet bean jelly. Must be because Fujine is calm now, but the sound of bowstring, twangs, and arrows cutting through the air is all that echoes through the dojo.
先生、そろそろ私も社長に出ますから、失礼しますね。
Fujimura, I'll be taking my turn at the range. You'll excuse me.
はいはい。あ、控えにいる三辻さんに話があるからこっちに来るよう伝えてもらえる？
Righto! Can you tell Mitsuzuri to come here? I need to talk to her.
はい。先輩もゆっくりしていってください。できれば、久しぶりに指導してもらえると助かります。
Okay. Senpai, please make yourself comfortable. If you can, I would appreciate it if you coached me. Sakura bows and leaves. But as she does so, she stares uneasily at Saber, who is silently watching by the wall.
で、シロはこの後どうするの？部活は5時に終わらせるけど、それまで見学していく？
So, what are you gonna do after this, Shiro? I'll finish practice by 5, but do you want to stay and watch? What should I do? Just from what I see, Saber seems to be gazing at the archery range with interest herself, so I should... Okay, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna end it here. Mwahaha! I normally only stream for like 2 hours, so this is more than I normally do. And I need food. I need food. Fujine just had lunch. I want food too. So, next time we're gonna continue off here, and well, there's 3 options. I'll think about it. Thank you guys so much for watching and helping me with my audio issues. And oh right, I'll also go through this in my free time, since apparently it's important. But yeah, we had some interesting conversations with Rin and everyone else. And a lot of exposition too, because apparently Shiro can't listen or understand. Things seems to go in one ear and then out the other ear. But we are definitely gonna continue maybe next time. I don't know when. Maybe sometime next week. Oh no, Halloween should be starting soon. So next week I'll probably be playing Fate Grand Order because Halloween should be starting soon. We'll pick this up another time. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. And if you're pulling on any Fate Grand Order gacha, I wish you guys the best of luck. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!